Live! Hello, everybody.
Wow.
We are back once again with another episode of. I almost called it Survivors of Tarnstead.
You
Lost
wanted
Legends.
to.
I did. I felt the impulse.
Mm.
But no, this is
Mhm.
Lost
Survivors.
Legends. What legends we have lost, we're going to find out. But first, we're
All
going to
of them.
start with our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Nella.
We have Cross as.
Iala.
We have Blackheart as.
Taryc.
Yeah, I almost said Taryc as well. That was a
I
big
know.
time. Yeah. We have Sammi as.
Nim.
We have Tobias.
Cassian.
And you have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM. Who would like to give the recap?
I think I could.
Okay, take it away.
Last time on Lost Legend, the group in preparation for the incoming siege began to devise ways to mediate the damage and protect the town. The previous deal, the previous deal with the smiling one was frowned upon, and so instead of going to find children for the exchange, we decided to ask other Fey Lords for their assistance. That is when we headed back toward to the back alley while Cassian was decided to go see if they could find more research on the smiling one to see if we can still follow that route in some way, while Nim continued to recover from her
Languish.
Once reaching the alley, we saw our old friend, one of the orc that guarded guarded the alleyway one of the times we were there, as well as part of I forgot her crew. Down. Arwa's crew.
There you go.
And while a part of a criminal organization, he seemed to have a bigger heart than he originally led on to, wanting to stay and protect the town.
Who is this he? What's the name?
As they went into the alleyway, what's his name?
His name was Mad Dog, and I call him Peaches. But his real name is
Mogrog? Morgag.
Close.
Magog.
Magog.
Magog. After saying we'll try and protect the town as best we can to Magog, we made our way into the alleyway where we saw our old favorite crone disassembling her stall and reassembling it into a 5-dimensional cart. There, while offering Deal a special clearance sale, she also asked help in assembling her cart with a magic mallet, and it was eventually up to Taryc in order to help build the cart. Man, the hammer didn't seem to work like normal hammers, and it was more like a wand than an actual physical mallet. This left Iala and Noah to travel deeper into the alley, and soon they parted ways. Where Iala went to didn't I think she was going to go into the Seven Bells, but thought better of it and went to go check Arwa. Why am I drawing a blank for this area?
He did go in for a
Okay,
little
you
bit.
did go in.
Yeah.
Her she tried to get information, but whatever information she tried to get, the price was too much for her, and she decided to cut her ties and leave without gaining much of anything. While Noah found the funeral parlor owned by the Fae obsessed with death, Morris. Then, as awkward as Morris always is, measuring out Noah's coffin schematics, we a somewhat deal was struck where every no Morris would help with the invasion, but for we needed to bring gnolls to their domain, these alleyways, and for every 20 gnolls lives they took, he asked for one to willingly sacrifice themselves to death in exchange. Whether this is better than the 5 children for all the animals in the forest is up to debate. But with this information, Noah went and met up with Iala, where they both went to Ara's crew headquarters, see if they could uh, acquire any type of magical assistance from their black market associates, only to find Arwa not uh, not available, and instead her smaller stranger pickpocket. I can't remember.
He's dangerous. He's
Jane.
dangerous. Yeah.
He seemed jovial enough, but with a quick investigation while he was not in the room, discovered that there must have been some sort of tussle, seeing as there was blood on the ground, and Shane did not like this. It was then we go over to Nim, who is currently being nimmed, and uh, by her fellow uh, um, by her fellow small folk. Why can't I remember any of their names? Erg! What's her name?
Miller.
Say that again. My mic was small.
Miller.
Low. Miller?
Yes.
Yes, Miller. Even though she should have been in bed, she was still taken without her caretaker's knowledge. And by the time she arrived at the hideout, Iala, Noah, and Shane were in the midst of a standoff, which resulted in Noah being shot, like usual. So, they just while Noah held Shane in place, they Nim and Iala went to investigate where Ara was, and they managed to find her and rescue her from a back storage room. In the meanwhile, Noah's hold on Shane gave way, and they escaped into the back room, only for Noah to pursue and stumble upon every single trap in the back, and giving up in the chase, ran away nobly. Ara eventually uh, was eventually roused and made their peace with Shane, telling him to get out of town, or otherwise he was going to end up on the wrong end of the knife. And so then we started our negotiation where they would offer their resources in exchange for pardons and for them to attend the council that would be happening the following day. Is here where Cassian and Cassian Cassian uh, peruses the library of a noble previously visited by Maltori.
Do you remember the name of the
And
nobles?
huh?
Do you remember the name of the nobles? Which noble house?
The Rogerleys.
The Rogerleys? I am so bad at names.
That's okay. When you get to the important name at the end of this that you found out, I'm sure you're gonna nail it.
There Cassian found the found some sort of book labeling the smiling one and borrowed it and went to visit went to meet their fellows, finding Taryc working on the cart. They've joined up and ventured into the Seven Bells, where they attempted to gain information, but the prices that they felt that they could pay were too great for the information they wanted. Though Cassian came out uh, better than expected, getting the information he had previously asked for. Uh, after after their devilish attempt, they left the bells and met up with the rest of us, and together decided to leave. But before they went, Noah decided to uh, Noah decided to make do uh with a make do with the one freebie that they did not get last time, in hopes to find out uh, find out about the leadership of the invading force. It was not entirely free, however, as in exchange, Noah had to hook up with the succubus once again that he had previously spent the night with. But it may have been this may have been worth the price as they learned about Kretch Fireblade, the shaman leader of the diabolical gnolls, and their
I'm so proud of you.
control. What?
I said, I'm so proud of you because I didn't even have the last name written on that one. Great job.
The the shaman that is that had control of the elements and had the abilities to create totematic effigies that granted their followers extraordinary powers. Now, armed with this information, the group uh, joins back in order to prepare for the upcoming council.
Okay. All right.
This time,
Oh no.
this time on Lost Legends,
Remember, you get a
it's not
prize if you.
anyone's fault.
That's the title. That's the title. Okay.
Yes,
What was the title?
it's not anyone's fault.
I thought it was going to be The Devil Made Me Do It.
No, you see, you were gonna receive a prize.
Oh, come on. I should receive 2 prizes for
You
that.
don't receive 2 prizes. You don't receive 2 prizes. Okay. Everybody refresh their inspirations as you were all here.
Mhm.
In fact, before I was. And third, this session, you get to decide if any one roll, and this could be after it's rolled, is max or minimum. Yours, mine, anyone else's. You can decide if it's a natural 20, a natural 1, or if it's a D100, 100, or 1, so on and so forth. Okay?
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Can I? Oh, sorry.
No, what's up?
Can I get verification because I've got a different last name and I want to make sure I got the right one.
It's definitely not Blade. I'll tell you that.
Great Flame.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't have the last name written down. I wrote Kretch and then I wrote down a bunch of the other stuff, but I just apparently lost the last name, and I was like, oh wow, you got the last name, great. You did better than me.
I was going to let the misinformation fly, but if somebody else had it, there you go.
I had Crutch Firemane, but I wasn't sure if that was correct.
It was not.
So I asked my brother.
Speaking of strange notes and being deceived by people, if any one person can tell me why I have Rubico chicken written in my notes, you get a bonus
I can tell
point.
you why. That's the name of our chicken that we bought in the other town and that we brought with us. It's our baby chicken. We named him Rubico.
Why did I write this down?
You wrote it down because Rubico has a name.
It's vital information.
Okay.
I don't know if he survived interaction with the giants, but we had a chicken.
Okay, well, you got a chicken Rubico. I hope you're taking care of it. Right. I was looking for my notes. I was like, "What the fuck is Rubico chicken?"
I wrote down big laundry. What's that supposed to mean?
You know what? No, it's really sad. I have a OneNote that I keep all my notes in for this game. Rubico has their own page.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
We are going to resume where we had left off with Nim being scolded before to go to bed.
I had a request.
Yes.
Is it at all possible? I know that we kind of were rushing to the end last time. Is it all possible we could have stopped at the little old lady stand on the way, or was she closed?
You can stop there. You guys want to stop there?
You know, just everybody, but just a quick stop there, just to save us having to make an extra run.
As you're all sort of coming out of the alleyway there, and you're approaching the exit, and you do see still continuing to seemingly pack up. Is
Talia, I want to see my friend. Can we stop and see my friend? Talia, please. Talia, I want to stop and see. Please.
He is your friend?
She is my friend. Hello.
Well, hello, all dearies. Oh, gathered together, but we all know each other then, yes?
Yes, we are in the same inventory
favorite
party.
customer and my favorite worker and the rest of you. Anyone want to help a poor old lady with moving?
What are you doing?
Packing up.
No, you can't leave.
Or
You're my favorite shop.
Oh, if I'm your favorite shop, you should know I've got a fire sale going on right now. 50% off all items and enchantments.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. She sells such great things. I tell you, she gave me this beautiful twig, and it's supposed to be like super amazing. I've been feeling great whenever I sleep on it. The little brownie lady, she keeps taking it away, but I find it.
Yes. All of my stuff is top notch.
Have you ever shopped here before?
Yes.
I guess
Where
how did that go, my equine friend? Did he get put into use yet?
No. The person I was going to use it on is dead now.
Oh,
Huh,
well,
that kind of
congratulations.
settles that problem.
So now I just got to find someone else I want to annoy really, really bad.
Mm. Well,
This is where I got these, and she's gonna hold up the bag and the
yes,
ring.
such a
What
good
do-
worker.
What do those do? Are they for the sex?
If you decide to, I mean, a few have been used for that. I don't actually know which one she grabbed, but I'm sure it's going to be attractive enough.
Attractive enough? What does that do, Taryc?
Supposed to make me look not like an old for those times, and
Human, most of them at least.
Oh. Oh, that's really wonderful. Oh, do you have any that make people into brownies?
Brownies. Oh no,
Only
I've never been a brownie. I could make one that does that, but time is short.
Well, you don't have to go. We are going to fight to save city, so you'll be here, right?
Oh, you're going to defend us from the countless no's.
Yes, even my patron is going to be involved. She is a very powerful Marid.
Well, that sounds quite wonderful, and I'm sure you'll do great. But well, a lot of no's and a lot of fire in my dreams, so I'm not so sure.
But what dreams don't have to come true. We could change it.
She sort of sucks in through teeth that aren't there, and
Ugh, what an awful noise.
yeah. Well, dreams, no, they don't always have to come true, but I find, especially with the prophetic ones, that they have a habit of making themselves come true if you try to skirt around them. So, I quite like living.
So you're some kind of prophet then.
No, it's the powder,
Yeah, she's
you
a
see.
shopkeeper.
she only looks for profit.
The drugs.
What kind of powder? What kind of drug?
Oh.
Do you
Oh,
take the
whatever
red
if that-
powder?
Oh, red powder. I've got some red powders.
I have. I
Most
have
of them are spices. I wouldn't snort
I have
those.
Maldonium.
Why?
Because the man that I killed had Maldonium on him.
Well, I'd get rid of that if I was you, dearie. It's
I'm
foul
trying
stuff.
to find a good place to get rid of it. This is hard though because I shouldn't give it to children.
I'll buy it
and
from
I
you.
shouldn't give it to. Oh, you would? Okay, well maybe I do that.
How much you have?
Why don't
I have to
Wait.
get it from the house. So I thought the Maltori was going to experiment on it. He was trying to see if it
Ugh.
could be safe. He was like,
Of
I
course
don't know if this is
he'd
safe
want
to have around.
meddle with that stuff.
No, he wants to meddle with everything. He is very
Mm,
smart.
he does indeed.
simply
Oh.
just
You're
like
very
throw it in
smart
the
too,
woods?
though. Oh, I have a question. Can you make like a thing that smell like sexy? Like very sexy, like irresistible sexy, or like a
Oh,
thing that makes
God,
people.
yes, I have
when they
some already if you need it.
Oh, because I was thinking, like, we were going to defend town, and we were going to make a big mess, and we need to hide people and stuff. And the gnolls are taking Maldonium, so they get all hyped up, and they don't think smart when they fight. So I think maybe if we misdirect them with like their horrorness. Is it
Are you sure you
hormones?
want the mindless, ravaging gnolls to also be horny?
They might have sex with each other.
Or
Uh,
sort of like
could
waves her
someone
hands.
could someone else carry him? I think I want to get out of this conversation.
I don't
Oh,
know if people would appreciate being eaten and fucked at the same time, so I don't know if that's the grandest idea.
oh. Do you have anything that like would make people like freak out, like they're scared, or maybe like mask smells?
Oh, I mean, if you use a strong enough scent all over the place, it'll basically make them scent blind. Could do something like that. To horrify,
Oh, you're
yes,
smart.
there's a few airborne concoctions that could cause that. I don't know if it would work on them in their state, but yes,
Can you make them itchy?
yes, easily.
You
Make
have all
the
sorts of
gnolls
great
itchy.
things. How much for rings? Like what Taryc has?
Like Taryc's ring, which that
The
points
the
at
fancy
points at
the
Taryc.
the fancy human ring that Taryc have. How many you
Your
have?
name's
How
Taryc.
many?
Yes.
You did not know their name is Taryc? Did you not know my name is Nim?
Did you tell me?
I don't remember.
I don't remember
I
either.
remember we were going to read a book together, but I guess that's
Oh,
not
my
going to
lord.
happen
Oh,
now.
my
Well, if
lord.
you come with me, I'll happily read to you.
I know what to go with her.
Anyone else want to
Yeah.
come with me? I'd charge a fair price for passage.
Nim, we have other things to do, other people to
Okay.
run away with.
All right, but do you sell the rings?
Yes,
You
yes,
said
of
you had
course.
more.
Right, fire sale right now. So going for cheap. She sort of squint at you a little bit. Custom ring. Normally, I'd do about 600 gold pieces, 300 gold. But if you want the pre-made ones, I'd say about 150.
Okay. Nim climbs over, looks at Mommy's bags. I can do 280. Could I get 2? I don't know. You said I could maybe have discount sometime.
280. Yes, that's close enough, dear. And I do owe you some reading, so okay, 280 for 2 rings.
Thank you. Is one of them? We have a guy giant and a not guy giant. We have a girl giant and a boy giant. Do you have rings for both?
I'll admit, most of these were to make myself look young and ravishing. So not
Why
much.
did you need to do that? You're already very sick.
Oh,
I'm very
stop
confused.
you. But yes, not much of these are hanging dong, as the kids say. So,
Okay. I'm sure that he won't mind.
but
Okay,
yes,
so
here,
I will.
here's the box.
Nim-
Rings, earlets, circlets, bracelets, all manner of things. Take your pick. I don't know which ones are which anymore. You sort of
Alright.
burn through an identity and then find yourself in another town, and it goes in the box.
Oh, it goes in the box. Okay.
You
Then we'll
did
hop
a
in the
lot of
box
identities.
and pick out
Lot
two
of
rings at
towns.
random.
A lot of wanted posters, and she winks.
Actually, this is really pretty. I think that this is definitely for North Star. Yep, and this is for Lobram.
Now, I will say, never had these tried by a giant before, even a small folk like yourself. So I don't know if the magic will hold its longevity quite as well, but I'm sure it'll be solid enough.
Okay, well, I hope it works. Maybe next time I see you, I can get something more custom made. That would be pretty great.
Oh yes, of course.
Are you going to go wherever the she waves around the alleyway, or are you going on your own?
I don't know if these fucks are staying around or not, so I'm going to be going on my own. I don't know where yet, but I'm sure you'll be able to track me down.
I hope so. I am going to miss you very much.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. So, anyone want to buy more things?
Well, as much as I am interested in one of those rings, I don't have the money.
Do you have anything else? I don't just deal in coin.
Do you take like dragon scales or dragon blood?
Yes. You have to
Okay.
wait. She's not particularly scaly, and I'm sorry.
No, we killed
You're
a
a very
dragon
nice
recently.
looking
I'm not-
girl, but your blood probably not the dilution that.
I'm not giving any of this up.
What?
Not
I-
her.
It's weak, bad blood.
No, I was talking
we
about the
have
one that we
access
have
to
stowed
bits.
away back at the mansion, Yalia.
It's blood? She snaps her tail again.
You've got a dragon at your mansion.
Could you stop blabbing about that, Nim? I'm not. I would rather not everybody in town know that's
Oh, I'm not
there.
going to tell anybody.
I know, not you, but he seems to be telling everyone.
This is the first person I have spoken. Okay.
I'm not too keen at just throwing these parts around.
Oh, nor should you be. Some very, very strong magic can be done with dragon components, and it falls into the wrong hands. Oh, absolutely terrible. So, I have a lot of gold, and I'm willing to buy a lot of dragon blood and scales. Talons? Do you have talons? Eyes? Do you have an eye still?
Gonna look best of the group because
What kind of magics? Like anything that could, I don't know, say, stop invading forces?
I mean, not on its own. They tend to work as enhancements and replacements for magic reagents. Like these rings, for example. It takes me quite a while to gather up the requisite components. Magical concentrate is very hard to extract from most life, but dragon blood is rich in it. A few drops, and I can make quite a few things. It's think of it like a uh, oh, what do we think of it like? You wake up in the morning, yes, and you're sleepy, but you have a lovely, energizing tea. It's like that, but for magic.
magic
And
tea
then
from
certain,
dragon.
and then certain parts of that have their benefits, like an eye. Oh, the illusionary and scrying magic you can pull off with a dragon eye. Wonderful.
That is very good, but
What kind of dragon?
Uh,
it's a white dragon.
And
She just
a true white.
Yes, as far as we know.
Whew.
There's
Well, you could freeze
non-true
this.
whites.
Yes, you sometimes you get white scales, but they spew acid at you because mummy fucked something else. But
Oh no! Considering how racist this little fucker was, no.
well, the glands from a white dragon, you could freeze this whole town over.
that's so.
You
Uh,
need someone experienced enough, of course, but it's not easy magic. It's
good to
certainly
know.
a little beyond. She looks at you, Cassian, and goes, "You learning from Maltori?"
Not so much.
Oh, good, because he wouldn't be able to teach you this stuff either. Wizards, they're a bit too controlling. You got to coax most magic like this.
folks like how? Would it be something that you could teach?
If given enough time, I suppose. I'm not particularly interested in taking on students, though. It's a little behind me, those years. Oh, I do miss having sisters.
Do you have any? Do you have like a book or a guide you're willing to sell?
A book? What do you think I am, a wizard? No. Everything that I was taught and everything that I taught is passed on from mouth to ear.
That is so beautiful.
Coven must make sure that oral tradition continues. Binding something into a book, it affects the way it is cast.
Also, it means that the person doesn't learn it right, because not everybody understands words the same way.
And some people have really shit handwriting.
There's
I have encountered that. Yes.
Hmm.
It's like its own language.
Mm. She,
It seems that we are not currently in agreement on partaking of trading dragon parts. So I cannot offer that at this time. Are you good? Do you know when you are leaving?
I had planned to leave sometime tomorrow, but we have a dragon. That's a lot to pass up. I'll stick around until evening tomorrow at the very least. We have a dragon for trade. She
know
actually
that
looks at
Talia
her
is very
wagon
keen on
and
it.
frowns. He's keen on it. Of course he'd be keen on it. But he'd waste it. Let me guess. He's going to turn it into a skeletal monstrosity.
You better not
would-
while I'm not there.
Be really cool.
The necromancy is a fine art, but
Fun.
the bones would be so much use for other things. Have you ever had a dragon bone broth?
No.
No.
Neither have I, but I hear it's very invigorating. Very invigorating.
Oh.
In bed and on the battlefield.
Isn't that counterintuitive to be invigorated in bed?
No, stamina, you know?
Oh, the sex!
Yes. It's not sleeping, girl.
I was confused. I am very tired.
Maybe you should get yourselves to bed then.
I was in bed, but I got kidnapped.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If you doubt, did you all save her?
It's a
No.
matter of speaking.
No.
Oh,
no, but we were taking her back to bed.
Well,
Yes.
did you choose your jewelry?
Yes, I have these 2 pieces. Thank you.
Oh, marvelous. Oh, yes, I loved that one. Beautiful.
Yes, I think I give this one to North Star. I think that will be very nice. It looks nice, I think.
You are just North Star. You said giants.
Yes, we met 2
Yes.
giants. They are from the mountains. They got chased out 30 years ago?
I would also pay quite well for nail clippings from those.
It is up for them. It is our nail clippings. I could ask them though.
You are getting these rings for them, right?
Yes.
Will they accept them? They do seem to have a problem with magic they don't cast themselves.
If they do not want them, I will find use for them.
Oh God, that
Alright.
nonsense. Yes, you did not know much about giant culture.
No, we cast spells around them and make sad
As
face.
long
It's
as you
bad.
let them identify the rings or demonstrate what they do on yourselves, I'm sure they'll be fine with them. If they're just starting to incant or something, it's like drawing a blade to them. You know, it's a natural threat.
I see.
Cassian, I still have about 45 gold left if you need help with the buying purchase tomorrow. I would have to get it out of my secret stash.
Right now, it's fine, but we need to figure out what we're doing with the freezer. Because the longer it sits where it is,
It is honestly something that we should figure out what we are doing with, because if we fail at defending the town, the gnolls are getting a dragon body.
We'll discuss it back at the house, then.
Okay.
Well, come see me
What-
then
what the-
tomorrow, then, children, or I'll come
what is your
find
name,
you.
good shopkeeper? Because I have never gotten your name.
Oh, and Clara.
Clara. Oh, yes. Lovely name.
That's not actually my
Well,
name,
Clara,
but
I
it's
will
what I
hope-
use for now.
I'm okay with that being what you use for now.
Mhm.
As long as I have something I can call you by other than pretty shopkeeper.
And tell Maltori if he actually tells you my name, I will have his tongue.
He will talk funny if you take his tongue.
Yes. Yes, he will.
Alright, are you done shopping, Nim?
Yes, I got things, and like I said, see if it is good for them, and if not, I will give it to Arwa and my dog, and they can use it for thievery. It'll be fun.
Alright, get some
It's always good to have
souvenirs.
always good to have a alternate identity when you are sneaking about.
Oh, I'm not sure about poor little mad dog there. He gets awful flustered about ladies.
Oh, you think he would not wear it? Well, maybe Miller will like it.
Well, if he does wear it, tell me how he reacts.
I definitely will. I want to make Mad Dog meet North Star. All right, bye, Clara. Thank you so much. You have a lovely night. I want to go find bed.
Oh, good luck. And again, if you all want to come with me, I don't mind giving you a lift out of town. So remember that. And
Thank you for the offer.
Thank you for the offer.
yeah, she waves as
Thank
you all
you.
start to head off.
And then we go home and get yelled at.
Yeah, and you go home and get yelled at. If there's anything you want to discuss before getting some well-needed sleep, because we are deep into the AM now, you
Mhm.
can do so, or you can leave
I
it
go
till
sleep.
morning. You're gonna pass out. Okay. All right. Bed ensues to various degrees. Do you feel safe enough here to not keep watch and so on? Just
Yeah.
get yourselves a natural rest.
I don't know if I feel safe anymore. Everyone else is having a safe time, but I feel less safe.
I keep getting visited by a small scary lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we talking Milla, or the
Yes, Milla.
healer right now? Okay, I wasn't sure which one was this.
Listen, Miller and Seely are putting me on edge, okay?
I
I'm
was
pretty sure that
wondering.
I'm on lockdown, so I can't do anything anyway.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they've strapped me to my bed.
Yeah. Sela just gives you a very gentle, like just a couple of words of scolding before she's like insistent on you getting to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all able to get a good night's sleep.
I
Yes.
think Clara, this is an identity of Clara's right now, so her last name should be Voyant.
I think that might be the gentle tongue-in-cheek last name that we don't know about.
I
Shifty
haven't said
Eyes.
anything. I don't have a list of awful fucking names here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. The morning comes. You're all awakened to the sound of probably a different estate's rooster going off. And
Panic sounds of our chicken outside.
Yep. Yes, the Rubico, the chicken that's been here all along, and we all are super fond of.
I have a whole page about them in my OneNote.
Good old Rubico.
I bought them food. I've been keeping track of their meals.
Yep. Rubico clucking about. And there's actually a sort of rapping on each of your doors in turn. Sound of Maltori's staff hitting wood. And he's going around going, "Get up, children, get up. Come on, wake up, children, up you get." And
No. Sela's
Sela's actually sort of like sitting up groggily herself. Seems like it's a bit early. And she's like,
rubs eyes.
How are you feeling?
I'm still a bit tired, but I feel better today. Are you feeling any better, Nomi? He has not been doing well.
Nomi gives you just a flash of Nomi. Okay.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Say
Crunchy egg.
Taryk's heading
Yeah.
down to cook.
Right, and you're all able to start filtering downstairs. Maltori is coming up to you, Taryc, and goes, "Taryc, my girl, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Just cook a variety of yolk for Nim and Nomi, would you? No white?
Yes. Okay.
White on the side, maybe crunchy, fried. Yes, special treat. Do some runny, some boiled. Yes. All right. Good morning, children. How is everyone feeling this fine day?
Better than yesterday. That was
Marvelous.
a trip.
Right.
Feeling pretty
I'm
good.
doing a quick check. Is Sheila with me?
Celia has come down, and she's she's letting you walk on your own, which is she's been trying to support you the past few days whenever you've
Mhm.
moved. She's clearly like watching you, but seems content to let you start moving about. And Maltoy goes, Madame Sila, I think Nim is feeling hale and hearty enough to come out from under your administrations, and he's looking to you, Nim.
Oh yes, I think I am doing quite well. I'm almost at my full capacities again. I think I'm a little sore, but I don't feel like I'm going to retch anymore all the time.
You've recovered quite well, I will admit. I'd like to leave some remedies with you, and I want you to keep applying some poultices to certain areas if you don't mind.
Yeah. Some of these rope marks are very deep, so I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Well, in that case, I don't want to intrude on everybody's breakfast, and she actually looks over at Taryc cooking and goes, I don't know if I want to eat what's
Don't like eggs.
Crunchy egg.
some kind of foreign egg.
No, it's got the outside.
We've got a chicken outside. That's where the eggs come from.
Hmm. Well, I'm sure in whatever strange manner that she cooks it in, I'm sure it's still good. But I
Like
think
everyone else, as Cassian's reading his book.
I'm sure. But well, uh, I will leave you all to your breakfast.
Sita, I had a question for you. Who brought you here?
Oh, young Larkin, do you know him? He's
Yes.
very nice young guard.
Yes, he's very nice.
Yes, he
So
was rather
he
insistent on taking me, so I assumed there was some connection.
okay. I heard from somebody that Larkin was here and wanted to check.
Would
You
you?
know Mila, right?
Yes, I mean it's been a while since I've seen her, but Miller, yes.
Very sweet person. Very beautiful
Oh,
red hair. Kind
she's
of tall.
she sort of hesitates briefly as if like trying to be polite, and she goes,
The kind of
"She's
person that would
nice."
just the kind of person who would find them in your bathroom suddenly. Just he's a very, very
Yes,
open and welcoming
when she
person
was a
who
little
just
girl, she always had trouble with boundaries.
yes.
And I will say it didn't change much as she became a young lady.
You know where she lives, right?
Well, yes.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I don't actually need to know, but I like to know that I have the option.
She squints at you a little bit and goes, it's a very queer thing to say.
I'm sorry, she's been spooking me the last couple of days 'cause she keeps sneaking in here.
Well,
I want to get revenge
do,
someday.
do you need me to have a word with her?
No, she's fine. She's fine. I think it's just how Miller is. I
Okay.
think she is a little worried after you with everything going on with town.
Well, I haven't really been thinking about that while taking care of you. Are you all going to be helping?
That's the
think-
plan.
Do you think we're it's just not as big a problem as We think, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
I think as a town, the people have to come together and make some choices about how we are going to defend and protect. We're going to lose a lot of things, but we protect the things that matter, the people. I think if we do that, maybe we can save what's important.
Well, you all might be very strange foreign folk, but it's good to know that you've got good hearts and are here.
I would not go that far, but we'll try our best.
And you, big girl, she sort of yells over at you, Taryc.
Yes.
It's wonderful to see that not all gnolls are terrible, and I'm very sorry that you have to be dealing with this with your people.
They are not my people. Thank you for the thoughts, though, but I do not follow what they follow, and I seems even the people I come from have better thoughts than they do. It seems even.
Oh. Well, I better get started heading home.
You need somebody to get you there. Are you going to be okay?
Oh, I've walked further than that in my time. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, watch out. There's a tomcat on the loose unless somebody dealt with it.
Mm. I'll whistle for some pseudo dragons if I think anything is up.
Does that work?
Oh yeah, have you never tried that?
No.
Well, make sure you have some food on you because you get awfully grumpy.
Deserving?
Yes. They're ungrateful little sods and won't just accept patches, pats and scritches and all that stuff. So have some food, otherwise they might save you, and then they might well, most of them will just like give you a disgusted look. Some might sort of body check you a bit. I have been picked up once and deposited further away from there where I was going, and then the really stingers,
Oh, they don't sting people. No, they never sting people.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes.
My nommies never stung anybody.
Well, I'm sure your Nomi's a very good boy. Yes, aren't
Nomi's
you?
the best baby.
And Nomi's
Look
bobbing
at
his head.
Noah.
Well,
All right. Well, you have a lovely walk, and maybe I will see you later in town. I need to find some place to get a saddle for my pseudo dragon.
of course.
That way, I don't use ropes
You
again.
ask anybody in town; they can point you my way, and I'll help show you some nice spots in our little area. Yes.
All right. That sounds wonderful. You take care then.
And I'll tell Larkin you're doing well. Yes.
Yeah. Tell Larkin I'm doing well, and that I say thank you.
Of course. And she's just going to pat your hand before she's going to start clambering down from the table. And you get to watch this really old brownie woman start just like hobbling her way out of the house, which takes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Artorius just sort of looks at all of you and goes, "Oh, well."
Well, we're almost brownie free.
Yes, a bit of work on those
Wait,
wards.
almost.
I don't know if Miller is here. Listen, after Miller stole me out of my bed last night, anything's possible.
Right. Have you all thought about the whole staying going situation more?
I want to fight.
We have a meeting later today to talk with the guild leader to see what is the plan that they are thinking of. Awa and her crew may be assisting in the defenses, so
Hmm.
it's seeming
Fula
that
has
the plan is see what we can do, but retreat is not off the table.
Fula has agreed if the leaders of the township are to entreat her, she would make a deal with them, and she would take this territory and protect it.
That's always sort of like pulling a chair up at the table to sit down with all of you, and just goes, I've done some small manner of reading on Marid. They seem to function much like the other genie kind. If she's offering that kind of service, that means she wants to dwell here.
I would assume so. We were shopping around anyway for a
Oh.
river or a lake.
Do realize, Nim, that once she settles here, it becomes no small feat to move her. The town does fall.
But she can go up and down the whole river, right?
Only to a certain extent. And the health of that river will be her health, and if these gnolls take this down and sweep through that, well,
Nim kind of starts protectively covering her ring.
there are no small amount of powerful things that we can call upon here. There are, however, very few that most common folk will look kindly upon.
But what did you discover? Are you looking at?
Well,
Is there some big
I-
necromancy rituals you are thinking of?
yes, but I say this in regards to the likes of Fuller as well. While I know that her word is likely to be trustworthy, just based on how Marid function, I'm sure, Nim, you trust her with every fiber of your being. Most other folks won't be as receptive. And, well, if I were to lend my hand, I could do many manner of things. I could raise that drake outside. I could raise the gnolls as they fall to fight alongside our side. But while they might take that help in the moment,
Afterwards, it's a different story.
yes. And you say that the likes of Awa are willing to help, yes?
Indeed.
They have a cache of magic items and weaponry and potions and things.
What do they want in return for their help? Are they just donating items?
No, of course they'd want to.
They are looking
You know,
to
get-
exchange for a
Clean slate.
Pardon.
pardon for their crimes.
We'll have to see what the justice in this town is like, because they may get offered that, but whether it's actually carried through. I want to make it sure that you're all looking at this from all possible angles.
It is possible that we could do everything that we can do and we put ourselves on the line, and in the end they betray us and they fell us down the river.
What
But-
happens if we do all of this and we succeed? Yes, we succeed. We save the town. Fuda is bound here. We have revealed our assets and our capabilities, and they decide that we are the threat next. What then, children? Would you flee without Fula?
I would not flee without Fula.
Would you all abandon Nim?
No, I wouldn't.
believe so.
But I also,
And then what do we do when the pitchforks and torches emerge?
Then we make a new zombie town.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
I like that answer. Out of character.
He sort of
I
just
really do.
gestures his hand at Nim as he sort of lays back in his chair a bit and goes, That is my fault, but clearly you know it's not the first fault on my mind, but if it is our
No,
lives
it
or
is-
theirs,
It is if I have put myself on the line, if Fula has put herself on the line for these people and they do not respect that they do not honor that, and they decide that now that they have got what they want out of us, that they would do something like that, they deserve whatever fire and brimstone come for them.
what do
Right
you
now,
all
they
think
are
of
being
that?
offered
Hmm?
the kindness that we can give. We can give them kindness. We can give them strength. We can give them our loyalty, but we deserve it in kind.
Mhm.
That is an option. That is a course that may happen, but I have faith that um that uh, it won't come to that if we are able to save as many lives as possible.
It's a good faith to hold, and it is what I hope as well. But
Contingency plan.
always
We
contingency
need to know.
plans.
Also, need to know what we are willing to do, so that way, when one of us acts,
The others follow
the
suit.
the others are in agreement.
I
So
would.
One of the main reasons why I don't want to run from this is all if everyone runs from here, then they just continue onwards. Who else is who's going to slow them down or stop them?
Eventually, the ruler's army. Eventually,
Then how long would that take then?
months,
Long enough for them to kill thousands.
maybe not thousands, but at least sweep through a good few towns in the region. Yes.
That is my primary concern. If there was a hope of our force to stop them before they wipe out the entire region, then I would be more inclined to just let someone else handle it.
I know.
Oh,
Yes. Unfortunately
you're
for me, I think our discussions have taken us beyond the idea of fleeing at the get-go. And which is why I want to know how you will act if things
I
go badly.
think if things go badly, I would not regret or be upset at any of you if you want to run. If Fula ends up anchored here, it is my choice, my pact.
But if you just don't anchor her here, then that would leave us the opportunity to run when it comes to it.
We
She
would lose a
becomes more
very powerful being
powerful.
defending the town with us.
She will become so powerful when she is with the water source here. Think of it like Morris in his place. It will be Fula with the water.
I see.
We would be wise to set up a moat, if you know what I mean.
I wish I could have learned more from Miss Clara and that
Who the
that
fuck is
use with
Clara?
Your ex-girlfriend.
I
She
never...
said that if you say what her real name is, that she will pull out your tongue.
So what did you learn from Clara then?
that we'd be able to utilize the at
Dragon
least
parts,
the dragon parts, at least the ice
Glands.
glands of the dragon, in order to, like, if it
Freeze
can
the
freeze the
town.
entire town, we'd be able to drop that on the Knoll army. That'd be a great asset. Though I
A
don't know if
combination
any
of
of us.
Fula and that kind of ice magic as well would be a force
A
solar.
lot of Fula's magic is ice, so yeah.
So I will mention that elemental manipulation that Clara is suggesting could be turned against us potentially.
That is, that's true. I learned about the leader of the invasion force last night.
Oh, did you learn about it from Morris?
Unfortunately, no. I
Oh,
managed to strike up a deal in the bells and learned about who we're facing.
thought they weren't taking deals
What
at the bells last
was the
night.
deal?
It was I went to go get my freebie that I missed out last time, and
Oh yeah, that.
Wait, pause a second. Children, you said they weren't taking deals?
That's what I
They
heard.
were taking deals, but they
the price was going up.
And yet they gave you your freebie.
I in exchange I have to escort the one succubus that I had
Ah, so you made a
uh,
deal.
night. Yes,
Escort the succubus where? What?
I have to bring them to the council meeting.
well, no, you're not doing that.
You have agreed to this deal already?
Yes, I've received the information, and I have to go pick
In
them
that
up.
case, unless we can get them to break the deal on their end, she is going to have to do that.
The deal was only to bring them. What they do there wasn't specified.
So I
So
can simply banish them once they arrive at the meeting place then.
Please do that if you could.
Are they
That's-
meeting here? Because they should meet with Lobram and them and learn what they know.
That's actually a grand idea. The meeting happening here. I'm going to send word via message to them. Well, to Brightblade at the very least. She can.
Let her do the footwork.
Yes.
Mhm.
If you will excuse me a moment, children, I'll go do that immediately.
Please do.
Okay.
And he's just going to hobble out of the room so he can actually think about and pen a message.
Taryc, is breakfast done yet? My tummy hunger.
Yes.
Oh,
Mm.
before I leave, Cassian, any luck?
Yes. Cassian actually looks up from the book he was reading, holds it up. Yes.
That's marvelous. Share with the children. And he sort of pops his head
Well,
back
as soon
out.
as I find something interesting.
All right.
Cassian, are you still able to hold up the bag and the ring? Able to identify these some point?
Cassian just puts his hand out, does the gimme.
Hand both over.
All right.
Cassian will set him down, keep reading. I'll get these as soon as we eat because I don't want to be distracted by my stomach.
I figure
gurgling
you're
at me
eating at this point. Taryc having
Yeah.
done food.
Yeah.
So you're able to work your way through breakfast, and you want to
Magical yolk meal.
identify Cassian.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say you do the ring
As
first.
ritual.
As ritual, yep. You do the ring first, and yeah, it is just a ring of human perfection. No extra things that you can see. No guarantee that isn't cursed, but you hardly think somebody would curse themselves, right? Essentially, probably.
Every ring of human perfection's cursed. Turn you into a human.
Unfortunately, like while it tells you yes, it'll transform Taryc, it doesn't like describe what they're going to look like. That's just going to have to put it on and see. But you feel that's a very safe item. You cast on the little bag, and it comes back as quite magically potent. It is a bag of beans.
Bag of beans. Do I
You
know
know,
what a bag of beans does?
yeah. There are 3d4 beans in this, dry beans, which we're going to roll this right now. There are 9 beans in there. that can be used in a different way. You can dump the entire contents of the bag, which is a catastrophic explosion, essentially, of fire. Or you can remove a bean, plant it, water it, and 1 minute later, an effect will happen. This can range from toadstool sprouting, geyser of water, the creation of a treant, all manner of things.
Cassian's going to relay that. This thing does this bag is full of beans. It does a lot. And bleh.
Can I have one?
Um,
Are they dry?
Not edible, are they?
Beans are edible.
Yes, but there's these ones. I don't
These
think
are
you should
not
be
the
eating
type you
those.
want to eat.
Are they
So
like Noah's magic berries?
No.
Nim not sure if trust. Nim think maybe 20 Cassian warning about something catastrophic. Okay.
okay. And
But you'd
Very
tell Nim
cool.
if it was tasty.
Taryk's gonna.
Nim, if I thought they were safe, I would not tell you not to touch them.
When is the meeting supposed to be?
I
by
trust
the way?
you.
You don't know.
Okay,
We
we're
have no
told.
idea.
Okay.
We haven't given any information on that.
Well-
You are essentially being treated in that sort of way of like you are valuable information and you're going to be like tied up in all this, but you're not part of their usual communication circles, and thus you kind of get a little forgotten at the wayside
Of course.
until someone goes, "Oh shit, we better get them here."
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they
Um,
were mostly setting up a meeting with Maltori, and I think
Mhm.
Maltori's just wanting us to come along. And just be like, my children will be there.
I'm going to start attuning to the ring.
Okay.
Mommy, look.
So
I got an entire plate of yellow.
Nomi perks his head up. Mimi, Mimi,
Look at all the
Mimi?
yellow.
Mimi.
Look at all yellow for us. Here, you have yellow too. Come.
I don't understand. If you just scramble them, they all become yellow anyway.
Let's scramble.
the yoke apocalypse
Yolk apocalypse.
is out of character. Sorry.
Nomi is going to be adventurous little pseudo dragon. Nomi is dipping solidified yolk into runny yolk.
Oh, Nim is watching this like it's magic because it's impossible for her to do this.
Nomi is going to drop a big lump of runny covered solid yolk in front of you.
Mm. This is 2 hands.
Oh,
Num. Messy Nim.
we have
Stomach
to
is
watch him
paralyzed.
Maltori will reemerge and go, right, okay. Brightblade tells me she will be trying to convince them to come here. I think the giants and our valuable insight will be a good argument. And there is a sudden rapping at the door.
Wow, that was fast.
Wow.
Who the fuck is? And he sort of hobbles on over. You hear the door open up, and he goes, "Oh, you're hello, Awa. Come in. Right.
Hello, come on, we got all yellow.
Oh, all yellow. What is yellow? Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Hello.
And
Good morning, Awa.
she's gonna come on over, and she's just going to we're doing this character names across the bottom of Roll20
On your screen, not mine.
on my screen. So Cassian,
Yes.
Awa just comes up alongside you, and just like an arm gets draped around you. She sort of leans into you. You know, there's no spare chairs apart from Maltori's. She's not going to steal it. And she just goes, "Good morning, you."
Good morning.
And what are we having? And she's just going to pick a bit of bacon from your plate and munch on it.
Cassian's still looking at the ring. Stops and looks at her. Is she glowing?
Oh yes, yeah, because you would get that from your ritual casting. Yes, she's glowing quite brightly. Notably, that you see it glowing from beneath her sleeves. Her gloves are glowing. Her boots are glowing. Her pants are glowing.
Yeah. It's funny. Your pets are glowing.
Cassian's just stopping, blinking for a second, and just go, "Oh, you're positively glowing today."
It's a good thing to tell a Thule woman that normally, but well, I don't think so. But it's very kind of you, and she's gonna give you a little kiss on the cheek, for standing up straight. And so, have we talked to those people yet? Do we
I
know
think,
what the meeting is happening?
Mr. Amatori was just talking with Miss Brightblade.
Yes. Please take my seat. And she'll smile at him and before slipping round into his chair. And he goes, "Yes, they're going to be coming here, and just past midday. So we have a little bit of time to plan and do our own things, but not a whole lot."
Oh, that is good. We can get a couple things going.
I should go and pick up my deal partner, I think,
Yes,
before they
yes,
get
you
here.
should.
Oh, if they have to be here, they could be anywhere in the house.
I would like to get a saddle for Nomi and maybe take him to the Bahamut temple. He has not been doing so good.
Indeed, if you have tasks to attend to, children, then do attend to them. Um, Not a whole lot to get ready here. Taryc, would you mind picking up some more tea and such in town?
I
guess we
can do that.
perhaps some little cakes. Haven't held a meeting before like this, so
Yuli,
yes,
having scanned the ring, does it signify that it needs attunement before it does anything?
it does indeed.
It does indeed. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going Taryc,
Yes.
flipping the ring back to her. You'll need to. The ring will need to get used to you. It is what she said it is, but I can't tell if it's cursed or not. If you think it might be, let me know.
Well, if they are her old rings, like she says, I do not believe they would be cursed.
And if the description does do what it says, I will suggest while you are out thinking about buying a skirt or a pair of pantaloons.
What?
I am assuming that Taryc is dressed much like their imagery.
No, they're
No.
dressed in proper local
We've got armor.
outfits.
Yeah, the proper.
Yeah, they have their armor.
I've made this
Proper
mistake
clothes for her.
before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
think
keep
about
thinking
buying
she's
some
in
boots.
bikini mail.
Yeah, no, Taryc dressed herself in more local fashion early on.
Yeah, it's the attempt to try
blend in.
to blend in
Respect
and
local
side
customs
effect,
and norms. Yeah.
and also not be as standouting.
Mhm.
The visual appearance is enough. Dressing that way adds more.
Arwa, you know quite a bit about this town. You have lived here a long time.
Mhm.
Are there any like very secure buildings?
Very secure buildings.
Yeah, like stone, not likely. Maybe good place to hide women and children.
Well, there is the temples and so forth. The guardhouse is pretty rugged. Of course, there is the alleyway. But beyond that, most buildings are a mix of stone and wood, and well, I don't think we've ever found anything we can gain access to.
Okay.
But,
I'm just trying to think because we are going to face an enemy that can turn into bird and send scouts ahead.
In that case, yes, the Balhamat Temple, probably the largest building in town. Very solid doors. It does have open rookeries in its upper spires, but well, sort of dragons swarming, stinging. I'm sure they can deal with the birds.
I will check it out.
Would you like a lift into town? I may as well head back and grab the others if we're having the meeting here.
No, if you don't mind, I do need to stop outside to speak with the two hill giants really quick. But yeah, I thought it would be good because I could get to the Brownie District and buy a saddle and go to Bahamut Temple.
Well then, do you all have a washroom here that I could use?
Yes,
It
sir.
is
The
upstairs,
bathroom
yes.
upstairs.
Well, I will see you outside then. And she's going to smile and she's going to stand up and afraid look pointedly at Maltori and just like directly jab her thumb upstairs. And she's going to go, word with you as well if you wouldn't mind, old man. And she's going to head upstairs, which Maltori scratches his head and goes, apparently I am summoned. Okay, make sure you're back here before midday, children, yes?
Okay, have a nice time with Arwa.
Yes, I'm sure. And he's going to amble off after her.
I'm going to go outside, and me and Nami are going to drag out the jewelry.
Outside, you head out back. You see North Star and Logram actually sort of like sitting a little closer to the forest. Logram is waving something at North Star, and she's just scowling a bit.
I am
Take
going to
12
sneak up because I want to
minutes.
find out what this is about.
You sneak up, and you barely have to sneak up because you just hear him going, "It is birch. It is fine to eat. Please come on. We do not take their meats while we are here. They will get angry at us. Let's eat the bark." And she's like just sort of putting her hands up, like no.
Why don't
Oh.
we just get you some meat?
You see the slowest startlement that you've ever seen. Both heads turning your way, squinting happening, and he goes, little Nim, we do not want to demand things."
No, you are our guest. We should make sure you have food. I did not realize that nobody had fed you this morning. I am so sorry. We will
House.
We ate
You know what I will
horse
do?
last few days and did not have dog for further ration, so.
Oh no, I understand. You did not have the meats.
I
I have the ability to cast a spell that I have never cast before, but it's in my preparedness, so I'm gonna grab it out really quick. And I apologize; it's probably not as useful as it should be.
But careful if it gets counterspelled by them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look at it first, though. I would like to cast spell. Are you okay with that?
He actually looks over to North Star. She looks to him, and then there's a like shrug of her shoulders, and he slowly rolls his before he actually starts to like lay down on the ground as if to trying to get more on your level. Which he looks like a teenage girl, like laying on her bed, legs kicking, arms
Okay.
folded in front of him as he tries to come down eye level to you, and he goes, "You are asking if we are friends."
I think we are friends, but I know you do not like it when people cast knowledgeable of what is going to happen.
Yes, then why not? And he's going to just bring his thumb up to his mouth. He licks it, and then he just presents it down on the ground and just goes, "And then we are as stone." Yes.
Okay, I will lick my thumb and press it to the wall of flesh.
The gigantic wall of flesh before you. Yep.
Yeah.
He just sort of he leans his head a bit more to squint because he has to see that you're doing this because he can't fucking feel it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he just
sees
nods and he
sees the
goes,
gesture of the hand going up. Goes okay. Yeah.
"Then we agree. No harmful spell will be cast upon each other."
Okay. I have bought these are magic items. They will give you if you Taryc has one as well. They're you have to accustom yourself to the magic item? You know, are you familiar with that?
Yes,
You
binding oneself
you-
to the weave, yes.
yes, bind yourself to the weave. It would give you a form of a human if you want to use it. You don't have to, but I went and traded for some. Not sure if it would be useful for you if you want to maybe come inside and sleep on
Uh,
bed or such.
Yes.
Also get across town without people freaking out at you. Probably
This is
it'll be
a
good.
form of jewelry,
This is jewelry. I got two of them.
and if
One
we
for
take
you
it
and one
off, it
for...
will go away, yes.
Yes, I believe so. So
Uh,
it should be good for that.
He looks vaguely amused and just nods and just like lowers his hand down on the ground, still like just height wise even flattened, big.
Yep, I will climb up the hand to
Yeah.
put it on it, and with Nami, and we'll do that. And then I go, okay, and now I am going to cast spell. I do not be startled. I will cast this 2 times, but I will try to get more food for you in town. I cast creating food and water twice. I will make 90 pounds of roast meat
Okay.
on the ground.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Do you want to create the
I don't
water
know,
as well on the ground?
this is the backside of
Yeah.
our place. Is there like a big water barrel I could just fill?
High or low? I'm giving you a 70% chance.
I'll say low.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Ask if they have water
yep.
things.
Do they have water skins? Actually, I'll ask them before I do it. Do you have a water skin they could fill for you as well?
Oh, yes, I do. He sort of pulls his, which it is this like I don't think it's a hide you've ever seen before. This fuzzy water
It's
skin.
the whole animal. Yeah, I'm gonna fill that,
Mhm.
and then like I said, I'll make 90 pounds of food, which
You refill
90
both their water
pounds is
skins.
is
It's
is enough to
substantial.
feed 15 humans.
Yeah.
So,
That's
or
good
well,
for 'em.
it's actually 30 humans. So it's a good meal.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
meal.
good meal for him.
Yeah.
He goes, thank you. This is he sort of like picks up a like fingerful,
hmm
just pinching, drops into mouth. This is this is better than bark.
Well, I was thinking it would be like a roast, like big, because it could be 45
Bland but
pounds.
nourishing.
Yeah, but it's 45 pounds of
Yes.
just like
Yes, but
a chunk.
he's commenting on the blandness.
Yeah. It is very blunt. Unfortunately, in Tuli, it is the goddess frowns upon people starving, but you have to work for better tasting food. So I will work at getting you better tasting food than this. But at least this way you will not eat bark.
What picky kindness that is. But thank you.
All right.
He's like very gently pinching the other ring and handing it off to North Star, who's looking at it way more suspiciously than he is. He just sort of like grins at you and goes, "We will attune to these."
Okay, I'm going to go into town. I have to get a few things done, but I will be back later, and I will try to send runners back. You are okay with eating pig and goat?
Oh, of course.
Okay. I am certain that there are a lot of sudden roast bodies that
Your
need to be
kind,
dealt with.
you have to trade, yes?
Yes, we trade in town. It'll be fun. I got it.
No, he's sort of rummaging in one of his pouches, and he just drops not a beautiful thing, but like this dusty diamond on the ground beside you, which it is bigger than you, unfortunately. But he goes, "We will trade our way. You will take this for us."
It is kind of bigger than I am.
Oh.
This is complicated.
Do you have a
Maybe
vessel to
old
carry
man.
it?
Maybe old man Maltori. He can handle it. He can get me back later, and because he is more strong than Nimp.
No,
But yeah, I don't. Do not worry. We will have this.
okay.
You're our guests. All
Well,
right. Now,
thanks.
I am very glad that you are both here. hopeful that we will all stay safe together.
We will live long and fruitful lives.
Yes. All right. Now I will leave the two of you alone. I'm sure you don't want meddling little trixies sneaking up on you.
I do not want to accidentally hurt you, so no.
Yes. Maybe someday you will see me better.
Maybe
Bye.
once the ring is on.
Yeah. I wave.
All right.
I'm gonna head off.
You can head off, and
I'll go find
Arwa does
Arwa,
come down
yeah.
and find you. Right. Nim and Arwa are heading into town. Taryc is being tasked to go into town.
You know, you could have had Arwa grab it for you.
He didn't ask Arwa.
Yeah. I meant the
diamond.
The diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should
I
show
would have
Arwa
never.
a diamond.
I don't want anybody knowing that we have a bunch of giants holding a bunch of diamonds in a backpack. That's something I'm trying to avoid right now.
Okay.
Right. Noah and oh my god, my brain is melting. Cassian and Iala. You guys want to head into town yourselves? Or do you want to stay reading Cassian?
I need to power through this book.
In that case, can you go ahead and give me an investigation check, please?
Yes. If
And this is basically see
think I
if we can
closed
if you
my
can
windows,
speed
so-
read and catch the information rather than having to, spend time
Yeah.
going through it intently.
I accidentally closed my character sheet, so give me one moment. Investigation.
Oh, very nice. Okay. You sort of you're reading through it, and then you hit that point of like, okay, this is going to take a while. Let's just try and catch some stuff, and you start like leafing through. And you do that a couple of times, and yeah, you are going to catch something that is of interest. Pertains to a tale of the Smiling One taking up offering of children in exchange for saving a town from blight. Essentially, it looks like crops were failing and all that sort of thing. They decided to beseech the local Fey Lord, and it took the children. There is an account in this fable of said children being seen as they were the day they left, just cited by a sibling that at that point was 80 years older. An old man seeing their long lost twin. As young
It
as
had
the
to
day
be a
they left
twin,
them.
huh?
Oh yeah. You keep leafing through it, and as far as you can tell, yeah, this thing genuinely does not harm children beyond what mortals might consider mental harm of, going into the Feywild. But you will also find, it loves children and it does love games. It loves games, imagination, games of chance, and has been known to play for greater bargains than it normally would. Very one-sided things either way. It's just the costs of losing can be quite extreme. You find one fable of the Feast of Teeth, in which those that lost a bargain were forced to consume the teeth of their fellows while not having their own.
Ooh.
There's a wonderful illustration of this great big sort of bowl of teeth in the center of the table, and weeping humans, spoonfuls shoveling into mouths.
Cereal.
And you keep leafing through, and there are a few horror fables in here. As far as you can tell, not many lead to like mortal death, but a lot are just vaguely horrific. But there are also stories of mortal triumph. You see that, they've been able to trick the Fae in a game of chance. It's not too specific, and basically win a bounty without having to give anything in return. It could be a game as simple as rolling dice. It can be a game as simple as guess the cards.
Verd can win any dice right now.
I know, but no, it doesn't. So I need a reason to even go there.
And I'm being very cruel this session because there are so many good things to use a max dice on right now. But yeah, So you have information. Oh, also there is mention of a sibling Feylord on the unsealing on the Sealy courts called the Weeping One, that is said to dwell in the same woods as it. Unfortunately, the stories don't go into it any further.
And how much would I know about the Sealy Unsealy?
Sealy Unsealy is you'd have basic knowledge of like that's supposed to be the good and the evil Fae. Beyond that, give me an Arcana check.
I love the quotation mark sounds
Yeah.
around there. By the
Oh,
way,
you heard them. I literally did quotation mark. So
Yep.
yeah. Do you have advantage on that?
I don't think I did.
Okay,
I think
so
I had
23.
accidentally left it on.
I mean,
because
23
we
is still very
researched
good.
everything.
So, you're aware of the Sealy, Unsealy divide of good and evil. You're also aware that it's not actually as easy for mortal to compartmentalize it like that, simply because that is the Fae definition of trying to be helpful or not trying to be helpful. It is essentially, do they have empathy or not? That is what Sealy and Unsealy is. Unfortunately, Morris has empathy. Morris also deploys that empathy in ways that mortals might not think is actually particularly nice.
Yeah.
So
I
you
just love
you know that the Sealy Unsealy divide is not a black and white thing. You also know that King Oberon is the head fae of the Unsealy courts. Queen Titania is the head fae of the Sealy courts. The Sealy tend to be more rational, like just more together, more put together. The Unsealy tend towards a bit more of the madness that is typically associated with the Fae.
Okay. And how far have I gotten through the book?
You've like skimmed through most of it. Actually, solidly read through, like about halfway. But with that skim, you don't think you're gonna find much more of use.
All right. All right. So I'm done with the book for now.
But actually, with that roll, I will give you a thing. If there's a particular thing you want to try and know, ask me, and I'll see if it's in there. Because again, trying to create an entire folklore and then give it to a player, it's
Is-
impossible. Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
So if there's something you want to know about the Smiling One or its practices, go ahead and ask.
Was there any one particular thing that the Smiling One absolutely loved and would bend over backwards to make a lopsided deal towards whoever had it?
Children.
Anything aside from children?
Anything aside from children, unfortunately, not. There's nothing it would give it would go. I will give you the positive of this by a huge amount. It could be swayed by music and games, but nothing in that sort of win phase that you're looking for.
Okay. I was just wondering, does it have like the ultimate sweet tooth?
It enjoys chocolates and candies. Enjoys sharing it with the children.
Okay.
I'm
He's
going to be
very
that
much
bad
child.
player out of character and also remind that Noah's thing could be used on somebody else that goes into the Fey Lord. If Cassian thinks he could win a game.
I'm
No,
not going to make Cassian's roll a 1.
No,
No.
make Cassian's roll a max.
That would be funny.
You can help someone. That was the thing. You could back somebody else's dice or bid somebody else's dice, or you can do the smiling ones and make their dice bad. Have Cassian go death roll the goddamn Feylord, and then just have Noah say the first dice rolled by the tiling one is a 1.
But we can wait to see if Cassian would win or not, because
Yeah.
she did say you can see what the result is
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, as I say, if you might come to the idea that Cassian thinks he could win a game of chance against this and solve everything.
And I'm gonna say, if you guys want to continue making this town even weirder, you got a bag of beans you can max out.
I know. I've.
Oh,
The max roll though. The max roll I think is horrifying. No, that's not Shriekers.
No, the
Shriekers
max roll
lower.
is the classic giant beanstalk.
I don't know if that
even
will
more
help us
giants.
though.
You
More
give them their
giants.
own kingdom.
Yeah, but the hill giant's not gonna climb up there. What else is in here?
I
All
would
right.
really
Well,
be
I'm
interested-
done being a bad person.
Cassian's
not.
setting down the book and just like,
Okay. Did you want to head anywhere after you've done your reading? And same question still
Yes.
goes for Noah and Iala.
Let's see. What is Iala doing? He doesn't want to go back to the Seven Bells. That's for sure. So
That's a Noah problem.
yeah.
What the fuck?
You can choose to accompany a companion if you just want to
Yeah.
be out and about with people.
I'm thinking of who I might help.
well, Cassian's going to go to the Tamari shrine
Mhm.
because
Can't
he
help with
hasn't
that.
had a chance to pray in a few days, and then he needs to return the book.
I think Iala will decide that she wants to go with Nim because she wants to visit the Bahamut temple.
Yeah.
So she thinks of that and is gonna run out after them.
Okay, you can do that. You catch up with Nim and Awa and Nomi and Rubico the chicken, who's totally following along. You
Walk,
shoo
walk,
Rubico
it's-
back.
It is the same chicken model that they used for Moana.
Yeah, I was picturing that as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought Rubico is. Even though it's a hen.
You hear the chicken say like a leaf on the wind, and then it gets impaled.
No. Our chicken.
Okay, all right. What about Noah?
Noah is going to head over to the
Seven bells. Get your
Yes.
succubi. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Also, Taryc, you have been ordered to basically go get some supplies and so on. If you want to also do something on your own fruition in town.
I was gonna wait until after I attuned to go get stuff because I probably need to get new clothes for the new form.
You were handed this over breakfast. I'll say that you can
Yeah.
attune to it by the time it's good to go.
Okay,
I'm gonna be kind here.
I'm going to guess since you did link one, it is
Yep,
what
that's
you
the
linked
officials.
earlier. Okay. Yeah. In addition to going to go get the stuff from Meltori, I'm going to go try to find a tailor.
I like to think that as
you hear Meltori go, "Good God!"
I like to think that as you come out dressed like that, outside you start hearing raucous, girly laughter from two different sources as two hill giants are pointing at each other.
She will take it off after finding out that her clothes are not going to work for this, and go back to
There's an
normal for
image
it.
somewhere.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
And I'm not finding
I'll
it with
get
my
it.
recording window up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
I'll find it. You linked it to me in Blackheart, so I'll find it.
Okay.
Yes, this was a few days ago.
It was a few days ago. Yi was like, "I'm threatening Blackheart that this is what this is gonna look like." I found
went
it.
digging through all all of our things, and I'm like, I see nothing. Am I blind?
Possibly.
But yes,
Right, I've got it. There it is.
You attune to your form, and yeah, if you don't want to go into town in form, you can go as your standard null self, which like even though people have been seeing you about town, you do cause a degree more of panic at this point in time.
Surprised. That's why we're gonna go get
to
clothes.
the extent that as you're actually in town, I'm gonna say you don't quite hear her
guards.
coming up to you.
See?
But yeah, at some point, you like just sidling up beside you is the very tired looking guard woman that you've seen a few times now. And she just gives you a little nod and goes, heading anywhere in particular?
I need to pick up some stuff for our house, some teas and cakes, and I also was hoping to get a tailor. I have acquired a magic item to make me human at times, but my current clothes do not fit the form that it is.
Magic
I
item,
was
huh?
hoping. Yes.
You where'd you get that?
Some work I had done. Was payment for it finally arriving?
Not from Landon's magic shop, is it?
It's not her name, was it at all, right?
No.
No.
No, it was sent to us magically from someone we had helped previously that took some time to get it set up. I do not understand enough magic to
Your group
know
seems
what
to
had
have
to have been done.
access to a lot of very expensive teleportation in, huh?
They seem to, yes. I am not one of those lucky enough to have it myself.
Well, tell you what, you treat me to something sweet when you pick up your cakes, and I'll take you to a good tailor's, huh?
I think I can arrange that. Thank you.
She just smiles, and basically she's sort of there acting as like, hey, my presence confirms that you're okay. No nervousness needed. Doesn't work 100%, but at least it's a thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
The doll has just
Poor
been
girl, they're
arrested by
trying.
the guard to be taken to town instead.
Which yeah, you can go into a tailor's and start looking for items. It's not super hard to find something to fit, just because that's not the most unusual shapes here.
Yeah.
Iala's got to buy her clothing somewhere.
I'm just gonna say, if
Yeah.
worse comes to worse, I'm just gonna steal some of hers.
Yes.
Still a top from Iala.
Your bust is not the standard, but it's not also uncommon. So there you go.
I like to think there's gonna be 2 hill giants raiding some clothes out of Yalia's closet when we get home.
Yeah.
Valtori will just set them inside.
I'm gonna say, Cassian, as you had reading to do, your last one out, you do see 2 naked ladies outside. One of them is just like sort of bouncing occasionally, smacking themselves on the chest, laughing uproariously. The other one's doubled over, pointing, laughing at them. They seem to be having a good time.
Do these?
Great. We've given the giants their best
in
gift
a
ever.
voice that does not sound like theirs, but still carrying a familiar sort of heavy Goliath-like accent. You get, look, I am small like you now. Isn't this amazing?
Cassian just
my
can't
God.
help but start laughing. It's so absolutely absurd. All right, you two. All right. As much as I love the show, come on, let's find you something to wear.
I am going to go into a cursed human residence. That actually makes one of them pull up stop, shaking her head and going, "Oh no, I am not doing that. That is no, I am not going into one of theirs. No, too far.
Cassian stops and turns around.
Come North Star, it is not going to be that bad. The building is not going to eat you. It is not
The building's fine.
Yes.
Come on.
One grabs the other's hand and basically drags it inside. And you're able to get them situated with some clothes. Not the best fitting clothes, but you get them some clothes.
Is there any extra cost on the clothes, by the way?
Yeah, 2 copper. Use
You
a bit
got
more
above
material.
what they normally cost?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm
what
guessing
kind
I
of
can
clothes
find-
are you getting?
I was looking for traveler's clothes.
Traveler's clothes? In that case, it's going to be an extra 2 silver. They're going to be rugged.
Okay, so 2 gold, 2 silver. Okay. Did Maltori give me money, or am I spending money? So I know
You
I'm
are spending money.
Okay. You'll have to let me know once I get there how much that is also.
Yeah. Again, do you ask? In fact, do you know her name? Because I have it here. I just don't remember if you've learned it yet.
Good question. Let me flip through to.
Like, do you guys remember if she ever introduced herself?
That's right. I was looking to see if she did. If
I
I
don't
heard
don't
it
think
in
she
the
has.
part. I was wondering
No.
if we heard it when
In that case, yeah, this is about
everyone
time.
showed up.
After grabbing some clothes, which if you want, you can transform in that tailor shop
Yes.
and put them on properly.
Yes. Yes.
Which as you walk out of with her in human form, she's gonna look at you and go, "So, gonna use the same name?" Doesn't hurt to, right? You're not trying to
Yeah, I'm not trying
confuse
to hide
things.
who I am, and would take me time to figure out a name, and I'd probably forget it anyways.
She reaches a hand out to you and just goes, Melinda Crow.
Nice to officially meet you, Melinda. Taryc Great Fang. Wow, Great Fang. That'd be even better. What was her last name?
Crow.
Crow.
With a K or with a C?
With a C.
And is there
Crow is in
there an
Corvid.
E at the end? And I was just wondering, is there an E at the end? or
No,
is it just,
no
it's just
E at
as
the
Crow?
end. It's just Crow.
I am still learning my way around here. Where would be a good place to get cakes and tea here?
Depends. You want something cheap or something nice?
I just have a feeling we are trying to
Of course, you want something nice. You're an
impress
adventurer, right?
impress them. So
Yeah.
yes.
You got that money. So how are the quest jobs paying lately, huh?
Most of what we have done have actually not had money attached to them.
Oh, that's a real shame. Just getting by then.
Have some money from previous times still saved up.
You've
But
been together a bit then?
for a little while, not too long, but
Yes,
Where-
to tell you, she's a cop.
where'd you work out of previously then?
we actually never were told the town anyways, were we?
Yeah, you
Yes,
were.
we were.
Oh, we were? Okay. I thought we were
Mhm.
just sent there.
Oh,
You came from Galen.
Galen?
If you want to tell her that.
Mhm.
You know, I'll be honest. Taryc probably wouldn't have paid attention to the name of the town anyways. So, her not actually knowing. I actually do not remember what the town was called.
Oh, really?
Spent most of my time not really in towns, even in my homeland. So,
A bit of a new thing for you then. But you've
yeah.
got a decent bit of work done there.
Yes.
Oh. Well, you work out of a venture post or just, group wandering?
Do I know it? Is the adventure post like what they have here?
It's not exactly like she's not using official terminology, but it's up to you to assume what she's saying.
Actually, mainly did the other one. This is our primary. I guess you mean the guild like here would be the post. In that
Oh.
case, mostly on
Well,
our
I
own.
know most towns with venture presence, they have the little forts, keeps, that kind of thing.
Out of character, did it? Because I actually don't remember.
You guys were
That's
operating
where we
out
were
of,
last time.
yeah.
Remember we
that's
had a
right.
nice little fort.
That's right. We were the fort. Okay.
Yeah.
Blackheart has completely forgotten where we were previously.
I
It no
remember
longer
there wasn't an
exists.
actual guild like there is here, and I was forgetting that's because that's what we were.
Yeah, you were the guild presence.
We basically were out of it. There was not another guild presence there besides us.
Oh, you were the only adventurers?
Yes.
Right. So why do you come this way, huh?
I figure out the best way to. The backup. The backup? No, that wouldn't be the word. Out of character. The more adventurers arrived, and we were able to
Replacements.
continue on.
Ah. Well, we're lucky to have you here. So can't say I'm not. I'm pretty glad to hear that. Yeah. This bakery here, they're a little pricey, but once a month I like to get something from here, so it should do you good. They do
Well,
also offer, you see the seating outside, you can get tea served up with cake, and I'm sure they'd tell you some of their blend. It's pretty good.
thank you. Well, come on in. I owe you, so.
She smiles and she'll come on with you, and she just chooses a simple piece of ice sponge that she wants,
Okay.
which you can get at that, and the shopkeeper says this lovely sort of dwarven lady who is wipes her hands on her apron frequently, leaves flour behind, hands still seem to be covered in flour. You know, when you get that the overworked hands, they just sort of catch it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She just goes, "Okay, love. How much you been eating, huh?"
Trying to count. We'll do a quick.
You're gonna be feeding at least with your group at least 20 heads, I think.
About 20 heads.
Okay, you want an assortment, or have you got a preference?
I think assortment would be good.
Okay, I'll give you a few of the fancies and a whole cake that you can divvy up. Yeah.
Thank you. Would we be able to also purchase some of your tea blend too?
Oh, of course, dear. You're wanting just a satchel of it.
Yes, but more than enough for the 20 heads.
I
Always
gotcha.
nice to
I'll give
have
you a
some
few
tea for
bags.
ourselves. Thank you.
And she'll dish that all up, and she'll just go, "Okay then. That'll be a gold and 5 silver."
Um, Seeing where I've got. Where is that fun one? I figure out if I just need gonna hand her to. There it is. Points. Okay, no, I got plenty of there. Okay. So, uh, 1 gold, and you said how much silver?
5 silver.
5 silver. Nah. Uh, Pull out a gold and 5 silver. Thank you very much. I have a feeling we will be coming here more often to pick up more.
I'll be glad to see you then.
Thank you. What is? Did it have a name
No,
on the
no
building?
name.
Okay. In case others are asking me, what do I say to go?
You head on over to Tilly's.
I am guessing you must be Tilly.
Oh, my mother was Tilly.
Ah, what is your name, ma'am, if I may ask?
Why did I have the mother's name and not hers? That's what happens when you name a shop and give a backstory and you don't.
Remember that we always try to get names.
But I'm Lena.
Nice to meet you, Lena. My name is Taryc.
Taryc? Oh, that's an unusual name. Very dull.
It is. Thank you.
Your accent's very nice as well. You come
Uh,
from far south?
Originally, another continent, but
Oh, where'd you come from then?
I come from the land of Tuli.
Really? the one of the daughter, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
aren't folk from there? You don't look much like a Tuli person.
Kind of look at
They're more diverse than you
Melinda.
think, really, aren't they? The guard says, and
Mm,
the dwarf just nods and goes, "Oh, aye, it seems so. Well, don't you be good? Don't you be bringing your goddess's blessings in here? Miss, won't be having any of that, but you're more than welcome back."
thank you. I will keep them out.
And she smiles at you and just nods.
I will grab the packages and such.
You got
And
these wrapped packages of cakes and you've got 3 pouches of like loose tea leaf and so on. And you're able to head on out, which the guardswoman, she sort of looks at you and goes, "Right, you got your disguise. I got my cake, so I'll leave you be, huh?
thank you very much for the assistance.
I'll see you at the meeting, huh?"
Yes, we'll see you there.
And she
And start heading back to give Maltori his tea and cake.
and she departs from you, not heading the same way, despite she's going to be there later.
Mhm.
Uh,
There's still time, so I'm guessing there's still at least
Yeah.
a couple hours.
Yeah. Right, we are going to hop to Cassian. If Cassian is there. Okay. We are going to hop to Nim and Awa and Iala and Nomi.
Yay!
Right. You not hard to find the Bahamut Temple, being the largest building in town. You basically just head town center, and soon enough, you can tell me, even if you couldn't see the building, like there is a stark increase in the amount of pseudo dragons in the air. You could actually see them like sort of flocking to and from this large spire that juts out from the temple. And
Mommy, look at all the further pseudo dragons.
There's
There's so many.
Nami sort of does a little me.
It's okay. I just need them to know that I have the best pseudo dragon here.
Nami doesn't bob his head too excitedly at that. He just sort of like bows it a little bit.
I pet Mommy, and I go, "You're my best pseudo dragon. I don't need anyone else."
Iala,
Mm-hmm.
you just keep getting pseudo dragons flying up to you. You get mental flashes of food, feed.
Big dragon pretty.
Big dragon pretty. A couple of pseudo dragons seem to be doing some like weird swirling dance in front of you, dipping and diving through the air, spreading
Doing
wings, posturing.
Bobbing around excitedly.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're being flirted with.
Yeah, you're being flirted with.
This may have been a mistake.
Oh, they are harmless, and just show them away. If they realize you do not have food, they'll leave you be.
I wish we had brought them food.
Well, we can pick them up some food on our way out. You know, the temple has a kitchen, right?
I did not know that. I have not actually gotten to go to many Bahamut temples.
Oh, this will be a treat for you. And the double doors are open up, and you're able to step on in. And
You know, in Tuli, we don't actually have temples to the other gods. They just kind of have like little book nooks in the big temples.
Awa like puts her hand to her chest and goes, "No, really?
Yeah, surprisingly enough,
I
this
did
is
not
really
know this
not a-
about Tuli."
I know that you are originally from this continent because you told me that, but I'm starting to wonder now.
All right, yes. I long for experiences of a homeland I never knew. And she clears her throat a bit. And
Nice, Arawa.
listen, you can't be expected to keep up all the lies, you know.
Oh,
And I tell you, people are more comfortable if they think that you are born of the same land, even if you are not of their blood, you know?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, take my
I'm
word for
very
it. It is a
I'm very
handy lie.
confused about everything that I believe in is really just constantly being shattered, so I don't know.
Listen, when you follow the masked one, you have to keep the lies up.
Oh, you are that worshipper. Okay. Yeah, I travel on a boat with one that worship. Yeah.
Lucky girl. You learn anything from them?
I'm not sure if I did.
And then that is good teachings.
It was fun.
As you all walk on in, you immediately see a priest that you think might be a young human man, but they are wearing, like, instead of like these holy vestments you've seen on all the other priests you've encountered, they are wearing almost smithy leathers. They've got this big apron on, these really big thick gloves. Their shoulders are like padded way more than any smithies would be. And it's quite clear why, as there are like pseudo dragons just hanging off of every inch of them. And as this sort of pseudo dragon fluttering wing shaped figure turns towards you, you see all these pseudo dragons like briefly take off and then latch back on. And you just hear a voice from behind the wing going, "Oh, hello. Be right with you. Just give me a second here." And a big gloved hand fishes around in a pouch, and then you just see things get scattered into the pews. All the pseudo dragons launch off and scrabble down amongst them. And now you can see, yeah, looks like it's a human man in his sort of mid-20s, just like this sort of curly ginger hair, freckled, comes sort of hurrying up to you with a big smile on his face and goes, and seems to be pausing agape, staring at Iala, and you can just see like a reddening of his pale skin.
Yes, big pretty. Understand.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm sorry.
My name is Nim.
Oh,
This is Nandreskilian. This is my beautiful companion Iala Talia, and this is of course beautiful Arwa. We were wondering if you could help my friend Nomi.
Okay, of course. I'm sorry, and he just puts his hands up briefly,
You're
closes his eyes.
breathtaking, handsome, attractive. I'm sorry, was that the sentences were going?
That face flushes more.
Oh, none of those things. I am very bad at reading into this.
I'm Brother Richard. Pleasure to meet you all. You said you're looking for treatment. Is this your companion?
Yes, this is Nandreskil. We call him Nomi. He flew like a day and a half straight to get word to town.
That's you.
And he's not been using his wings.
Please.
And he's I think he is not okay.
In that case, a moment, if you please. And actually, just like you think he's trying to hold a finger up, but like it's really hard to tell with those gloves.
It's just a leather stiff gloves.
yeah.
The hand just goes
Yeah.
up.
And he sort of turns and he starts to like and this is a big church. Like this isn't just one central chamber. You could see doors going off into separate rooms. But he runs down the aisle a bit and then turns off to head to one of these doors. As he does, you see some of the dragons take off and start to like follow and latch onto him.
Mm-hmm.
And Nomi just flashes to each of you like idiots, dumb.
Not smart like Nomi.
Not smart.
I will say though, there is something kind of magical about priests and priestesses. I was always sad when I was not picked for anything like that.
Well, you wanted
it
to
is
be
hard.
one?
My best friend, she became a priestess. We were both studying together, and she got chosen, and then she went away.
Well, you are not missing much. Our lives far more exciting, no?
I do like how my life is going, but there is something kind of amazing to know that a god likes you. That's kind of neat.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, that one, and she like completely unsubtly like jabs her thumb at you, Iala. Morgani Temple might convert me, huh?
Well, if I happen to be one for Tiamat, but Magani is a good choice.
Ooh, a Tiamat, huh? So you're more interested in the passions than the secrets of magic, huh?
I don't like the look you're giving me, but yes.
She caps that look with a little wink, and then you see that priest reemerge. He's trying to like get a pseudo dragon to shift itself away from his face. Just sort of like lifts it up above his head as he comes back over to you. Goes, well, you all honor us with your presence. The bishop would like to see you if you don't mind.
What's up, Bishop?
Oh, yeah, bishop is a high-ranking official in the church.
Oh, High Priestess?
I guess so. Yeah, like that. You might think like a high priest.
Oh, that's nice that they do that.
Yeah. He says in a sort of confused manner. Before he sort of just motions for you.
I don't actually know
Uh-huh.
if they have high priests in Yuli. I would assume it's one of those things that's usually kind of an odd one because it's a very matriarchal society.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, how cute. They're inclusive, right?
Yep. So this confused young brother just motions you to follow him. Which you see him like slowly dislodging pseudo dragons from himself as he moves. Very gentle about it, which is why they're so persistent and just hanging on.
They love you very much.
Oh, I like to think so. Yeah, and I love them very much as well. Most of the times, can you please get off of? Please stop hanging there. And he leads you into one of the sort of back corridors, and just like motions at the end of the hallway. There's a sort of solid door that is like cracked open, and he goes, "The bishop's in there. Please."
Yeah, is it bad that I want to send somebody into this temple with their pockets stuffed with like sausages and just see what happens?
Yes, that is a terrible thought.
Oh, if you want to take part in the Mere Day sermons, then please feel free.
That's a mirror day thing?
Well, we have prayers most days, and Mere Day is just a day for pseudo dragons. You know, we call it
Oh.
treat. We call it treat day.
Okay, I like
Just
treat
don't
day.
say no. I didn't say treat. No. He's now getting pseudo dragons squabbling up at him. And he's just,
tweet.
he's just hurrying back into the main central chamber, leaving you all in this corridor with this doorway.
Nothing left but bones. It's not his bones, but
No, they eat the bones too.
Well, please.
I don't know if there's enough food in the whole city to sate those hungry little babies.
Oh, no, never. Bottomless pits that they are. And she reaches over and like scritches at Nomi a bit, who just like gives her like a sort of bewildered glare, like, how dare you touch me? But she pulls her hand back and goes, well, I am going to leave you to this now that I have delivered you. I'm just going to take a little wander around, okay?
All right, bye.
I'll
Arwa,
see
we'll
you at the
meeting later.
meeting. Yes, and she
Okay, don't
blows
get
both of you a
arrested.
little kiss.
I'll blow her a kiss back.
And notably, she is heading up the stairs in this corridor.
Mhm.
Heading apparently to the church's second floors.
Yeah, she has something she wanted to do here. All right, let's
Take
see
every
this bishop.
valuable item.
All right. You both wander down to the door and head on in. Iala opening it up a bit more, and it's an oddly decorated room. This is obviously the bishop's like personal room. It's very large, and it has the tiniest beds and furniture, as you see waiting at a just a little desk, very little desk, is
Tiny
a
desk.
elderly brownie. Immediately as well, you can see like near the desk, curled up on a pile of like pillows and such, is a very elderly pseudo dragon. Very dull scales. Seems to be like looking, pokes its head up briefly. Its eyes are a bit cloudy. Seems to be missing its tail stinger. But sights it all, and then just like immediately lays its head back down as this brownie sort of gets up from behind the desk and sort of hobbles directly over to Nim. They aren't wearing the sheer thick leathers that the other priest was wearing. They do actually seem to still have some like leather padding woven into their robes, despite the fact no dragon could perch on them. It's almost like it's
That's in case they nip at them or something.
or it is literally just part of like holy vestment to them.
I will go over and chant, "Hello, my name is Minimatori. This is my friend Iala.
And
This is Nomdarskill. He is a very brave pseudo dragon."
This grey-haired brownie with like this rather long beard, very wispy. And also Nim probably immensely expensive, as they seem to be wearing eyeglasses that actually fitted for them.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Just peers up at Iala, looks over at Nomi, looks back to you, and just smiles and goes, "Oh well, welcome to my church. I'm Bishop Underfloor. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard that you committed quite the feat to bring full warning to our humble town."
No, Nami did a wonderful job. He is very brave, but he has not. He seems like he is sensitive with his wings, and I know he keeps telling me he is fine, but I think something is wrong.
Nomi, was it? Please, my dear fellow, would you allow me to examine you? Nomi sort of like leans his head back away, and you're getting flashes of "don't like."
Oh, they're trying to help you, Nami. It is okay. I am here.
Iala crouches down and kind of just sits on her knees just to be a little bit closer to the conversation.
He smiles at you as you come on down, and then like shuffles back a bit to actually get your face within vision. Wow, and
It is the gentle balance of just close enough, but also far enough away that we can still see you and not just your thighs.
let's see, you would be dragon-blooded, wouldn't you?
Yes, I am.
It's always a pleasure to have one of the blessed of the mother and the daughter and the father in here. Not your kind mother, daughter, father. You know what I mean. And he says kindly to
And
them,
no-
just sort of like
I know, not the Trinity, but
not the Trinity. Titles do get awfully confusing sometimes. But yes,
It's
I
a
want
pleasure to be here.
a pleasure to have you as well. Please know me. I will treat you with the utmost respect and kindness. I will not hurt you, I promise. And Nomi just looks at you, Nim.
Come on, Nami. I will. If they hurt you, I will bite them. Okay.
Yes, that seems like an agreeable deal. If I hurt you, your dear rider can tackle me and take me down. Yes. And he
I will bite
smiles at
them on the
Nomi.
ears.
And Nomi just goes, "Fine, fine." Flashes of fine. And you get to watch the bishop just start to like sort of doesn't go directly for the wings, just starts to look Nomi over first, gently like guiding a leg up, checking the tail before like very carefully starting to try to coax Nomi to stretch the wing, which does come out a little bit, and then you see that sort of flinch and spasm, and Nomi like tucks it tightly back.
Hmm.
Oh dear. Okay. Is it true?
You want me
what
to
you
bite
told
them,
me?
Nami? Did they hurt you?
Nomi just lets out a little huff.
Okay, no bites. Okay. Pat, Nami.
Why don't I have some nice cool drinks in my cabinet over there if you'd like to avail yourself, and there's even some size for my larger guests. So why don't you two help yourselves while I examine your drake?
All right.
Thank you.
Right. You can sort of move across the room, which Nim, this is a big respectful distance. Iala, you shuffle a couple of spaces on your knees.
Yalia shuffles like 2 kneecaps over.
Uh-huh. And you open up this cabinet and you feel cold air emerging from it, some kind of enchantment.
Wow.
There does appear to be some bottles of alcohol in here, along with looks like to be like a little flagon of milk and so on. Some berry juices, just a nice little assortment of beverages.
I'm just gonna get some water. She's coming down
Mhm.
from a lot of stuff.
And
Cold water sounds pretty great.
you can
Nim's
just
going to aside to Yalia because clearly they're so far away now. They can't hear us anymore.
you can watch the bishop work as you talk to Ialia.
Mhm.
Yali takes some the berry juice because that looks delicious.
Seems to be blueberry flavored.
Yum.
You know, I have been reading from my Bahamut book, the one that Angel gave me, and they say that brownies are Bahamut's most beloved peoples.
I thought it was the pseudo dragons.
No, peoples. Pseudo dragons are drakes and dragons.
Right,
It is
right.
different. Different. I mean, of the not dragonkin races, brownies are their favorites.
Huh, is that so?
Hmm.
And why would that be? Have you people had a close relationship with the followers of Bahamut for a long time?
I am Trixie.
Oh, right, sorry. The Trixies they're not as close to Bahamut as the Brownies then.
No, it is actually very strange to worship Bahamut from where I am from. It is mostly just a daughter that you worship, or sometimes Cassian or well, of course, like Taryc, but um, the Trinity is much more in demand. Our churches they raise us and they teach us, and it is big influence in your life. They usually let us know about the other gods, enough to know that they are there, but the daughter is everything.
What about the Trixies of Taryc's god hunt? Is that like crickets and grasshoppers? That seems
Scorpions,
scorpions, I
fish,
suppose.
it's lizards,
It sounds difficult.
birds.
That sounds like a difficult life, I would think, for them. But
Well, I mean, if the chorus worshippers, what I know of them, the more difficult the hunt, the more honorable it is.
Nomi stabs the bishop.
oh,
No, not me.
You see Nomi like flinch in pain as the bishop flexes one of their wings again, and that stinger does lunge at the bishop, seems to catch them. You see the bishop's arm sort of like wrap around the tip of it. That old elderly pseudo dragon suddenly snaps their head up, and as you go,
Mhm.
no Nomi, you see the bishop sort of reach a hand out and go, Radish, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, just a little nick. I'm sorry, didn't mean to hurt you. It's okay. And
Gotta rush back over to Nami.
yeah, Nomi like flinches her tail away, and you see they have punctured the bishop's robes. There's venom dripping from Nomi's tail tip.
No, 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 no. Are you okay,
Oh.
Nami? Are you okay? You're okay, Bishop? Are you both okay?
Oh, that all things, but nothing that hasn't happened time and time again.
holy mackerel!
Right.
See,
I think he must be in a lot of pain. He would never hurt anybody.
yeah, Yalia's eyebrows twitch, but she doesn't say anything.
He's never stuck anyone before. I promise.
I'm certain.
Sorry,
But-
hurts me out of character.
Yes, I am sure. So, I believe that, yes, he's feeling quite a bit of pain. I don't think it's anything he won't recover from.
Oh, that is good.
I think that he is simply overexerted his muscles, and, that can cause quite some damage, but if he rests them in a reasonable manner, it should be fine. try not to fly for at least 2 weeks. Okay? But I want those wings to be stretching out at least a little bit every day. I know it's going to hurt, but you must make sure that he doesn't stiffen them up. He keeps bringing them in tight. It's just going to make matters worse.
There any like lotions or salves we can use to
Can I
help?
like massage them or something? I don't know.
How about I go get you one of our remedies? I'll give you a list of ingredients. I can even give you some of them. And look, I'll have Richard mix something up for you to take now, and you take the list and you make more as you need. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. He is just so important to me, and I want to take good care of him.
Of course, I understand. He looks over at the elderly silver dragon as he says that, before smiling at you and goes, "Adventure and a Drake, inseparable, right?"
Yes, we are together in this, and I will protect him as much as I can with my life.
Okay, well, I'll go get Richard. Please feel free to explore my church. It'll take us a little bit to mix up the poultice, but well, it'll be worth it. Yes.
Does this temple have any smaller shrines to say as the other of the dragon gods, like Mogani or Tiamat? Or
Of
is it all?
course. Listen, we could not have Bahamut without paying homage to his beloved. You'll find a few shrines in the western wing.
Thank you. And if you don't mind, she puts down a finger near him. I can do something about that sting if you need it to just relieve a little bit.
Yeah, he smiles up at you, puts his hand against himself, and you see divine light coming from his hand.
Yes,
Oh,
I should have realized.
blessing upon you.
Blessings upon you as well. Please, you can either relax here or take a mosey around. Just be mindful of the drakes.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you for the refreshments as well.
Of course, of course. And he pauses for a second and he goes, "Wait, did I introduce myself?"
Yes, you're Bishop Underfloor.
Marvelous, good. And he just nods and continues on his way.
Well, I think me and Nami are going to go look around a little bit. Get the jitters shaked out, right, Nami?
Nomi lets out a little hiss and bobs his head.
Yes, we are going to stalk around for a little bit. You go find your shrine, Yalia?
Okay, if you two can be okay on your own.
If we can't be okay on our own in a Bahamut temple, then I
Right.
You see Esther the dragon flap into the room.
I just witnessed the stabbing, so I have to just check.
You see a pseudo dragon flap into the room as the bishop leaves, and it lands near that elderly one and just like drops what looks like to be a bit of bread in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
You hear some meeping, and then it sort of flaps back off. You see that elderly pseudo dragon sort of raise its head, take a small little bite from the bread before just staring at it and laying its head back down.
Oh, I wish I had. Oh, actually, I do have a bit of candy. I'm going to go over and I'm going to give the pseudo dragon that is laying down a piece of candy.
As you approach that, the head goes up, and it's that sort of focus of an animal that can't quite see, trying to figure out what's in front of it.
Hello, I brought you a little treat. Hopefully you like it. It is sweet.
It sort of nuzzles down, licks out, takes up that bit of candy. You hear, you see, like it shifts its jaw a bit, and as it like its mouth opens, like half the teeth from one side are missing.
Mm-hmm.
So it sort of like crunches with the teeth it still has,
Mhm.
and then it just like very gently nudges you with the tip of its muzzle,
I will put
and
that
you will get the clearest imagery you've ever gotten from a pseudo dragon. Normally, it's good at communicating, but it's still like shapes and emotions.
Mhm.
You just get a flash of corridor go down, wall behind rookery.
Thank you, Radish. I will check that out. Iala, the mysterious, beautiful pseudo dragon here just told me a place to go. Do you want to come with me really quick before you go
It
find the
spits up a
shrine?
large bit of phlegm before resting its head back down.
Uh, sure. If you're hearing voices from the pseudo dragons, glad to
But
see
they
if
don't
you're
go.
okay.
How do you not talk to the pseudo dragons?
Well, they don't talk to me normally, except for the flashing of hunger.
That is
So-
an important message. I tell everybody when I'm hungry.
Um,
I'm
Ayalia,
the lead, Iala.
you get a flash in your head of beautiful as Tiamat.
She,
Oh,
that gets her quiet a little bit, and she just kind of fidgets with her hands a little. Sure. What were you looking for? She gets to her feet to
there's just
help
a
Nim.
secret. There's a secret. The corridor. Come. And Nim's gonna go try to find this corridor that she saw in her
Alright.
vision.
As Ialia and Nim go running about, we are going to flash over to Noah. Noah is dead.
Noah's here.
Okay, Noah's here. Good.
Noah's here.
Noah, you find yourself outside the Seven Bells once more. You are, of course, greeted by the old witch who started demanding the old, have you decided about the dragon yet?
We haven't had our council yet.
Ah! She sort of like waves a hand at you to move on.
Okay, if you don't want, I have to be somewhere anyway.
And yeah, you are able to enter the Seven Bells. Still quite a few people in here. Not as quite as packed as it was late last night, but still some people in here. Which Mr. Deeds sights you and just smiles at you from behind the bar, sort of gesturing you over.
Noah lets out a big sigh and walks towards the bar.
Here to collect my lovely girl.
Yep, I am.
Oh, marvelous. Right. I'll fetch her immediately if you're ready to go. You can stay for a drink, of course.
No, I'm pretty sure I should be on my way quickly before the council starts.
Well, I will get her right now then. And he just sort of like starts resuming polishing a glass. And then after a few moments, you see upstairs Mr. Deeds starting to like walk out of a room with succubus on arm, leading her downstairs. Very familiar succubus. And that Mr. Deeds just sort of gestures over to you, and she makes her way over with a little pout on her face.
Hello again.
Sweetie. Well, I guess it was too much to ask for you to take me on.
Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
was.
I know that there's a lot weighing on you, and well, it's a lot. I know. And she just like puts a gentle arm around you.
Well, at least you'll be able to get out right now.
Yes, Mr. D says from behind the bar, and then he just sort of like slides an empty glass in front of you, Noah, and just puts a little pin beside it, a little mingling of blood, and she'll be able to walk out right with you.
Of the oh boy, the giving off over of blood. Oh boy.
He looks at you and the clear sort of hesitance on your face and just puts a hand to his chest and goes, "This will not be used for anything beyond our agreed contract."
Can you say that twice more?
How can I put this for you? Your blood will not be used by me or any other that I am in communication with or have knowledge of for any means beyond what we have already agreed upon in our favor. And he repeats that exact word for word 2 more times.
Noah nods and applies blood to the glass.
You use a pin to apply your blood, and then the succubus takes the pin, just draws it against the thumb, puts her blood in the glass. Mr. Deeds pours a clear liquid in with the glass, swigs it about a bit, and then just puts it back down. The succubus raises it to her lips, and just takes a little sip before holding it out to you.
Noah takes it and takes a sip.
Okay.
And now
Yeah.
Noah's the succubus,
You
and
don't even taste the hint of blood with the alcohol that's in there. But you take a sip, and Mr. Deeds nods in satisfaction and goes, "Right, well, have fun, you two."
Uh, okay. Right this way, madam.
She smiles, and she sort of hooks arm with yours as you start to head out, and she sort of leans down and goes, "What form should I assume? I mean, clearly I have to hide the wings and so on, but how would you like me to look?"
Um, I suppose, uh, you could either do a full, as you are, but just hide the extraneous details, or, um, are you able to, form like a smaller animal, like a raven or something? If
Not unless we form a certain kind of pact.
okay. So,
But for now,
as
how about she smiles and you see the horns sort of shift into her skull. Her eyes sort of blacker. Oh no, what's the white called? Fuck,
Galera.
sclera. Thank you. Fades into a far more standard white. Her eyes go green. As her hair takes on that tint as well. A pair of fuzzy ears, taking the place of her own. Her cloven hooves only shifting a bit as she looks like a far more mature resemblance to you.
Wow, I look great.
Well, like mother, like daughter. Hmm?
Uh, well, uh, my mother had blue hair actually, but it's close enough.
Maybe a big sister then. And she just smiles.
Yeah. Uh, right this way, big sis, I guess.
Right. You are able to lead her out. And you head down the alleyway. The moment you walk past the witch, you see the witch's eyes narrow, glaring at the succubus.
Uh,
and then glaring at Noah.
You hear some like little tutting from beneath her breath.
Noah's look of uh embarrassment on Noah's face as it puts they put one hand over their eyes and go, oh.
All right. She grips your hand tightly as you approach the exit of the alleyway, and you can actually feel like there's a tiny bit of pressure against you from like the alleyway's entrance/exit. And she just goes, "Right. So you're going to help me through this."
Okay, and how would I do that?
Well, I can walk out on my own, but you're going to bear some of the force of that, and I'm sure the two of us together will achieve this great act.
Okay.
Okay. Noah, you begin to walk forward with her and go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Noah, you can feel that pressure, but you are able to walk forward with her, and there's a sudden, almost like snapping feeling as you exit the alleyway. That pressure vanishes, and you feel her like squeeze your hand a bit. Oh, I knew you had it in you.
Oh, was that a problem? I've walked through that a couple times before.
It's a boundary we're
No.
not supposed to cross.
Oh,
And she like starts to very gently let go of your hand as if like testing, am I going to be pulled back, you know? And then she does like a little spin, almost giddily, little hooves tapping on the concrete.
Oh my fucking god! I just realized what happened. No.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Noah Pact Breaker. And she turns invisible.
Noah just kind of stands there.
You just broke the biggest law ever, and I just remembered it. Oh no.
Thank you, little Nim voice in the back of my head. I don't even know what that means. I haven't watched the first season.
Oh, it's not from the first season. It's something me and you came up with for both games, and I just remembered it. And now I'm upset and I'm regretting this entirely. Fuck.
Gosh, I really hope that information was worth it. Oh. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me later.
You don't still have to get her to the meeting, do you?
Do I? That's a
I
fair point.
mean, you have to get her to the meeting, don't you? And she just went invisible on your
She just called you Noah Pact Breaker.
No. Can I?
You're right there, Noah. Magog. Holding
Give me
two big satchels of what looks like to be bread, one under each arm.
Give me a second. I think I really messed up, and I'm trying to really calculate some way in order to fix it.
Oh, all right then. He just
Just
stands there
leave-
awkwardly.
Give you 1 second.
recalculating. Recalculating. When legal, execute U-turn. When legal, execute U-turn.
Pretty sure I have. Where is it? Do I not have it? I thought I had find person, but I do not have that.
You locate object, if I recall right.
Can I locate the object of my fear at the moment?
I mean, if you want to objectify the succubus, maybe, but I don't think so.
How dare you?
No, how dare you? You were going to objectify the sucker. Oh, shit. I'm going to type it you while you have your panic attack. I'm going to have mine, okay?
Oh,
Do you want some time to think, Third?
go to the others
Alright,
while I try and.
Cassian.
Yes, can I be heard now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
You both should have said no.
So, as I was trying to say when you moved off to others, because my mic decided to do weird things, I'm trying to help those two get dressed because I don't think they've ever dealt with regular clothes.
Oh yeah, like I said, you get them inside and you're able to get them dressed up. And like they seem just. Log Graham seems more amused by like just exploring the interior of the building than North Star does. North Star seems to be treating this place as if like it's profane, you know. But Log Graham's just sort of like holding up a kettle, examining it, just goes, So, you you ever move on two legs, huh?
No,
You could give try.
I could try, but at the moment, we need you to have those rings.
Yeah.
I
Floor
mean,
is...
if I really wanted to try to walk on two legs and Cassian's going to rear up and grab the roof or grab a support beam across the roof, I can do this, but yeah, no, this isn't comfortable. It hurts. My backs are hurting. You're
Yeah.
going to clomp back down.
I gotta feel it's very strange. Thought I'd see the floor a bit closer, but then I look down and I don't. So we are going
Your
to
perspective seems to be the same. It's just-
explore a little bit, take a look around. We won't break anything much at all.
Well, there are a few rooms that we probably don't want you to go in, but come on, I'll give you a tour around the building.
Do you want to do this rather than going to your Tamari temple?
I don't want to let them just loose, but at the same time, I want to go to the Tamari temple.
Mm-hmm.
Take them with you. What harm could
Ah.
happen?
Well, if you
They're
two want to
adults.
explore, I can take you out into the city.
North Star visibly pales. Lobrem sort of looking over, like Lobrem looks vaguely interested, but he looks over to her and just turns to you and goes, "Maybe another time." Yes.
It's not that dangerous, but if you so choose, just ask, and I'll be happy to.
North Star just shakes her head solidly.
Well, there are a couple things I need to go take care of, and then I shall return. If Maltori's somewhere around, I think maybe.
We will find the old
But
man.
But he's with guest. So Taryc might be back soonish, I think. Like,
Lobrem sort of
yeah.
waves his hand and goes, "It'll be fine. I will not touch. What is that? He's sort of pointing at the stove.
Yeah, no touch that.
Show them the bath.
Though, something you two might want to try, and he's going to lead them over to the bathroom.
And this
That-
room smells strange, like a
Uh,
cave, damp.
Yeah. Cassian's going to maneuver in very carefully and turn on the bathtub.
You have an enchanted pond.
Yes, for bathing and cleaning up.
Oh,
Water's actually quite nice.
it is warm.
Yes. So if you two want to get a couple baths, go for it. And do we have the equivalent of towels?
You have rags and such, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay them out. Use these to dry off, and you know how to get dressed now, so
We know how to get dressed.
Yes, you do. So I have to go. I will be back. Enjoy the time in the tub.
They both nod, they like the idea of bathing, so yeah, you are able to leave them to their devices and start moving into town to find your Tamari temple, which isn't too hard. You know, you ask a couple of questions, they'll point you the right way. You have,
Oh, I've been there before.
oh yes, you have, yeah. You head on over, and yeah, that little shrine is set up there. Do you want to get any offerings on your way?
Yes.
What are you going to grab?
Let's see. Confectionery for passionate stuff. Confectionaries are always good. Flowers and maybe a tiny vial of perfume.
Okay. Right. The confectionaries. Do you want to buy, just cheap sugar candy, or do you want to buy chocolate?
A small number of chocolates.
Okay. Between the chocolates, flowers, and the perfume, it's going to be at least 3 gold pieces. That's some expensive stuff.
Yes.
But you're able to take that to the shrine, and as you sort of
Cassian
lay,
has apologies to make. He hasn't been good for a while. In a couple days.
you're sort of laying them out and starting to say your prayers / apologies. When you just hear the sound of footfalls coming up beside you, and this
Cassian's going to scooch over to let someone else in.
oh, thank you. You hear a voice say, and this does Cassian pray with his eyes closed, eyes open? What's Cassian's sort of style?
Closed eyes unless someone directly addresses him, then he'll look up at them.
Okay, well, you get the old thank you, and if you want, you're able to sort of open your eyes up and look.
Cassian will look up. You're quite welcome.
And giving you a little smile, appears to be this red-headed centaur.
Oh, hi.
Young woman, maybe like a year or two younger than you. Seems to have that very common coloration of red hair, freckles, pale skin. Just smiles at you and goes, "Hmm, haven't seen a fresh centaur face in town in a while."
I arrived about a week ago or so. 2 weeks now, actually. It's been a chaotic week.
When not times chaotic, but yeah, there's a lot of hubbub, right?
Mm-hmm. And Cassian's still tucked down.
Mm-hmm.
Is she doing the same?
Yeah,
or...
she seems to be. First, she just sort of like leans her body down to. She just plants a couple of very simple wildflowers on the shrine before sort of kneeling down beside you.
Well, I'm Cassian. It's nice to meet you. I haven't seen another Tamari here the last time I was here.
Oh, I'm Brianna. It's a pleasure. Cassian, wasn't it?
Yes.
Cassian. Yeah. Well, I try to pay homage to all of the gods when I can, but when there is something that just hold her, she sort of puts her hand to her heart.
A special place?
She smiles and nods and looks at the shrine and goes, "And that would be the lover."
I know that feeling.
Well, she sort of like just holds a hand out to you and just smiles and goes, "Pray together."
Cassian's going to do so. Take her hand.
Right, and
Kiss the top.
yep, she smiles as you kiss her hand before she just closes her eyes, apparently taking up some silent prayer while holding hands with you.
Cassian will do the same.
Right. What are Cassian's apologies and prayers? Anything specific?
I am sorry I haven't been as passionate as normal. It has been a rip-roaring time. Though it has been intriguing, it has been entertaining, and I have been able to follow some of my passions. I do apologize about not visiting more often. Time is fleeting at times, and I therefore apologize. Please accept my not so humble offerings.
Go ahead and give me a religion roll.
Where's the religion?
Okay, 13. Right. You're sort of in prayer, and she seems to keep her eyes closed a bit longer than yours takes. Do you sort of stay holding?
Yes.
Right. After sort of another minute, she opens up her eyes, and she actually sort of brings your hand up to her mouth and repeats your kiss. Before gently letting it go, and she sort of just slowly stands up and goes, "Well, Cassian, I hope your prayers are answered, and I hope mine are too."
Oh, anything interesting?
Just a bit of spice in my life, and well,
Well, if you so desire, I can help you with that. And Cassian's just going to give the slyest of smiles.
and she smiles back at you and goes, "Well, my passion's involved the chase, so I'll see you around town, huh?"
Oh, my heart.
And she smiles, turns away from you, and does the most swishy-tailed sauntering walk away that centaur can do.
And Cassian's just watching her go and kind of leaning around as she goes around a corner, just like, oh,
It is actually somehow sacrilege not to chase that. Just given the context of who you worship.
Cassian's going to have to plan on this chase.
All right. You've visited the Tamari Temple. Anything else you want to do in town, Cassian?
Well, Cassian needs to return the book.
Yeah.
And
You
then-
want to head to the Roger the estate?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, you start to head sort of back towards home, back towards the noble side of the river. And you soon find yourselves outside the Roger the estate, and a different doorman actually comes up this time. This very smartly dressed, not a night patrolman. He just sort of approaches the gates and goes, "Can I help you, sir?"
Yes, I am here to return a book I borrowed from the Lord's library.
Did he have you put down a deposit, sir?
Yes, he did.
He winces a little bit and goes, "If you don't mind, sir, if you can hold it for a little longer, I'm afraid that the Lord is rather busy right now. He is preparing for a meeting, and well, I don't handle his books."
I understand, good sir.
Maybe at the meeting we're gonna go
I
to.
shall attempt to return later in the day.
My deepest apologies, sir.
No need to apologize. Business happens. But I thank you for letting me know. And good day to you.
Thank you for your kind understanding. And he bows to you.
And Cassian's
Aw.
going to bow back. You have a good day.
And you, sir.
And Cassian's going to trot off.
Right.
Okay.
You start heading home. Apparently, the Lord's heading to a meeting. You're going to be at the meeting, maybe.
Yeah. I can return the book at the meeting.
Yeah.
It's a hopeful thing.
But
Right.
how
Yeah,
long
I was
would I
expecting
have
that,
before said meeting?
You don't know for sure. You know it's sometime after midday. You've got like maybe an hour or so. Heading back into town would probably be a stretch of time, because then you got to
Okay.
get back into your estate and so on.
Well, then Cassian's going to start plotting and planning on trying to track and chase the other centaur.
Right, you start thinking, okay, where would centaurs gather? Can't be that many of us, right? Surely she won't be too hard to find. Where can I go to ask questions? As you're wondering, you're sort of heading back home. You approach the building, and you can see Maltori outside, hands on hips, apparently scolding a pair of giants in humanoid form.
Oh no.
Oh, what did they get up to?
And as you approach, you hear him saying, "You can't just leave the tap running. You don't need to have it going over you and over the tub as you're bathing." Oh, Cassian, you won't believe what they've
Yes.
done. Yeah, we didn't know. We assumed that room was for the water. Room for the water.
What?
Should make the
They-
room for the water. They overflowed the blasted bath.
Oh, how bad?
Well, thankfully, when the dripping started downstairs, I noticed and went on up. And just a bit of puddling, the floorboards are soaked. Nothing some
Oh.
magical work won't do, but still.
Had Saeed
Well,
up
I'll
there.
start getting on that and try to get that cleaned up. That's not.
Hey,
a
I'm just
problem.
excited that the freaking giants are
Like,
going to be
Give
clean
them a
because
little bit
giant
of
BO.
a break. It is their first time in a proper indoor bath.
Oh, he sort of waves his hands as if fine, fine. Okay, right, well, I'm going to go start getting that magicked away, so we can't have water dropping onto our guests, which would be very unhostly.
If you want to take care of upstairs, I will start cleaning up downstairs.
That would be marvelous. Thank you. Have them both help you. Just don't break anything. And he sort of heads back inside, and you hear Lobban go, "Well, he's Well, most of the ones are grumpy, so yeah, no big.
Oh, not a problem. I should have been aware that that might have happened. So that's kind of on me. But
Yes,
come on,
I,
let's get it cleaned up.
I said sorry, but he was. I think he enjoyed yelling.
You're right now.
He
You're
started over with
with
the yelling when you got to the site.
you're kind of with the rest of us right now. You're part of his kid group, and comparatively,
I am not
I
child.
think he's older. Oh, neither am I. But
Very clearly not child. Look, and he, Lobram, Lobram gestures at their chest.
come on, let's go clean up.
They follow you in. Um, um, and I think about that time, Taryc, you're going to be returning home as well. You'll walk on in to see Cassian and two strangers, basically mopping
Two
up
buxom
and
strangers.
cleaning up the floor.
We insight to get the possible idea that
It's not. You
It's-
don't even have to do that because you'll hear them
Okay.
talking and you immediately
Ah.
pin those accents.
ah
A little hard to tell which one is which until Lobram does that shoulder roll they always do.
okay.
Taryc, welcome back.
How much of a mess is left by the time I get there?
Not too much. If Cassian's using some Presti, Giants are
Oh, yeah.
scrubbing hard. Which by the way, double checking. Yeah. Which I'm gonna roll for that.
Are they cracking? Are they damaging the floors?
You do see a floorboard that is splintered. Cassian, you had to very quickly stop them because they still have their natural strength.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, little
Light
hard.
touch. Light
Yes.
touch.
Sorry, did not know this place so delicate.
Oh no, it's not so much that it's delicate; it's that you're strong.
You flatter me.
Just gonna look around, just go. He's gonna jump. Did Saeed get into something again?
You're Drake?
No.
Yes.
No, Drake. We played with Drake.
Thank you.
It's very sweet, likes water. I sort of understand
Yes.
friendship with it.
He likes water and mud quite a bit.
The other person, presumably the North Star, just suddenly stands up and goes, I can't do this anymore. No, this is wrong. I am too small. I do not like this. It feels strange. I am going outside. And she
Remember
sort
to
of marches
take off
out.
those clothes before you change back.
You say that as you hear a ripping noise.
Where
All right.
did you get them their clothes?
I'm going to owe Iala a new outfit.
I thought about that idea, but I figured getting one.
I had
better
no idea. I don't think any of us had any idea that they were going to be that well developed.
I think she is just avoiding work.
No, she genuinely seems uncomfortable.
It is strange, but many new experience strange. Still something to embrace.
Yes. Look down at my human form. I'm going to look. Go. Is the kitchen not wet?
The kitchen's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna
Basically,
go.
the main foyer is dampened.
Okay.
Taryc,
Yes.
if you could, we're going to be done here in a little bit, and I think a spot of tea might settle with everyone, if you would be so kind.
Yes. Let me change back, motioning to close and such, and I will get the tea started. So, go put the kettle up and go upstairs to my room to swap clothes and back to actual me for
Yeah.
now, because back home
You,
don't need to worry about it.
You're heading on up to get changed in many ways. We can soon back over to Noah. If Noah's there.
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. I was wondering.
So
If you
Noah,
could-
you're standing there with Magog.
Okay. I'm
Has someone wronged you? I can help you with that.
no. Well, yes, but uh,
Tell me who.
it is.
I'll bash their faces in.
I am going to need more of a search party at the moment. Noah is going to cast Conjure Animals and summon because they are CR148 Mastiff.
Okay, you do that. You hear some startled screams from nearby. As you are doing some very arcane things amongst civilian populace here. But yeah, if you want to summon up some mastiffs, conjure animals, or rather face spirits that take the form of them, yeah, they would appear. Sort of coalescing from this sort of green energy into solid form.
I'm going to uh put the hand that I was holding the
Succubus's hand in. Yeah.
yeah, and they follow this scent in search for them.
They start snuffling over your hand, like very, very deeply, intently. Funny enough, I was working on Finn's scent work last week, and soon enough they start to sort of dash off, and I better roll for them. What are your perception +3? There was 8, right?
Yes.
One, two. Well, okay, I'm done. Yeah. Let's see how many.
Sounds and takes off running.
I'd say the majority of them will. The ones that aren't sure are going to follow. Yeah, your mastiffs start taking off down the street.
I'm going to chase after them.
Okay. As you chase after them, they're going to lead you on a merry little journey. You hear Magog go, "Ah, fuck!" The sound, and he starts running after you. And your journey is basically accompanied by the sound of a orc very awkwardly breathing as they're carrying these 2 big satchels under their arms.
Massive things of bread.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you don't
If
want
you lead them by the Hobbit Temple, they're gonna lose all that bread.
to? You don't need to help me if you're busy right now, Magog.
Oh, no, of course I'm going to fucking help you. What are you talking about? What are we
okay,
chasing?
thanks.
Also, is that a thing wizards can do? Summon dogs?
Don't worry, I'm not a wizard.
You're not?
Yeah,
What are you, a priest?
I learned natural magic from my homeland, Venus.
I don't know what that is.
It's not here.
Oh, fucking obvious, right?
Basically, I'm trying to find someone that just went invisible on me.
Right. Okay, sand. Got it.
Sand?
Yeah, I'm fighting invisible fuckers. You throw sand.
Oh, that's a good idea. But hopefully fighting doesn't come to that. Though, I have no idea.
Right. You are going to be running for a little bit. Eventually, you start to approach the town's southern exit. Basically, the way you guys
No.
first came in.
Jennifer, teleport circle. You're in trouble.
And yep, you're a couple of guards at the gate seem startled to see a pack of mastiffs howling and hollering come sort of running their way. Notably, don't seem to want to stand in the way of them. Like one just sort of like presses up against the wall, the other like just sort of tries to clamber up on a fence.
Sorry, thank you.
Oi!
Coming through.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. I'll make it. I'll fix this
Mind your own
later.
fucking business, cops! Magog yells as he follows you through the gates.
Thanks for the safe, Magog.
You got it.
Oh my god. The best part about this is I just realized the succubus. So at any point, she's going to pull her wings out and fly. And fuck with this whole thing.
Right.
Poor Noah. This is awful.
Did you guys find her yet? Is just calling after the mastiff.
They just keep well, actually, no, they're gonna obey you. You ask them a question, they start barking at you.
Can't speak with animals now.
I can't speak with animals. Good idea.
Okay, you can't speak with
Uh,
animals.
Wait,
No, it's a concentration spell. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Son of a gun. This
I think it's a
concentration-
concentration spell.
It is
The other
not.
one's a concentration. Is it? Oh, okay, good.
No, it's just
good.
10 minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
as long
thank
as it
goodness.
isn't. Just make sure. Just make sure. Always pause to check.
Right, so you can't speak with animals.
Yes.
Mhm.
You are suddenly met by a lot of no.
Oh. Okay. Keep looking.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, and they still their noses go to ground again, snuffing about before keeping going in the direction they were already heading.
Love them.
And Noah, you speak with animals, runs out before they stop, but eventually you do start to see you're heading towards a very familiar spot, the exact place you arrived.
Oh no.
And you reach the teleport circle, Noah, and you see the stone is gouged, even sort of glowing with heat in spots.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
The fuck is that?
That is a damage teleport circle.
Is that that's bad, right?
Noah's going to bend down and look at the damage.
It's scattered across the circle, like it's not just continuous lines. Certain runes have been scored out. There's breaks in at least every level of arcane circle on this circle. You can give me an arcana check if you want.
I will.
Okay, that's a 12.
Yeah.
With a 12,
It's broke, yo.
it's broke. To what extent you don't know, but like, yeah, that's gonna fuck with its function.
Hopefully
Oh.
that didn't kill anybody trying to teleport in recently.
We can we fix that?
I'm not going to be able to, but I think I hope I think I hope I know someone who does. At least 2 people who can try and work on it.
Notably, the Mastiffs are now like sniffing around this area frantically.
And Noah just puts their face in their hands. Gog.
Yeah.
Leave town until I'm safe. After this,
You're breaking up a bit.
I'm not going to be able to leave this town until I make sure everyone's safe here.
That's what we're doing anyway, right?
Yep. Well, exactly what we're doing.
All right then. And he just nods. He looks down at the bundles of bread under his arms, which are basically ruined now, being jostled and
Covering his sweat.
squeezed and covered in sweat and kicked up dust. He just lets out a sigh, throws them aside.
I'll pay you back for that, Magog.
Don't worry, I stole it anyway. And he just offers a hand out to you.
Noah takes it.
Oh, come on, little miss, get you back home.
Thanks. I am.
You know, he thinks you need it. He's going to pick you up and hit you on his shoulders.
Oh,
Aww.
Thanks, Magog.
Yeah, no worries. Listen,
It's
ain't
kind
nothing
of
that can't be fixed.
Gosh, I sure hope so.
No, it's true.
I'm-
No matter where down the line, we can't fix that. We can fix the problems it causes. We can't fix those problems. We can fix what problems that causes. There's always something to fix.
You're a really good guy, Magog. Honestly.
He beams. I like to think so. I know you're good as well.
Thanks. Although I did just make one heck of a mistake.
Oh, I've made loads of mistakes. Does that mean I ain't good, huh?
Oh boy, I wonder. Uh-oh.
Knows what it feels like to be Maltori all of a sudden.
Oh boy, just
Saying a lot of
How-
O's there.
I don't know how this is going to affect me.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to. There was one end of a bargain I was supposed to upkeep, and now I can't do that.
Oh, what do you mean?
I was supposed to bring the person that ran away to my place, but now that they've run off, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Oh, that sucks, but you know, shit happens.
Yeah, it sure does. And Noah's going to leave it at that, not going to go deeper into it.
He's gonna carry you home. Evie starts going on like, listen, I made lots of mistakes. Let me tell you about the time I murdered my pappy, right? And
Whoa, what?
you're gonna be regaled with a tale as you head on back to town. We move over to the Bahamut Temple. Iala and Nim You move on down into this little stairway leading into this little sort of. It would be an undercroft, but it's actually fairly nicely maintained down here. This isn't like a
Mhm.
funerary place. This is like, oh look, you can see like a little baskets such that are meant for eggs. You see some sort of brooding silver dragons.
Oh, broody pseudo dragons are so
Uh-huh.
cute and
Uh,
dangerous.
yeah, there's so many tail stingers that get like raised your way. And also like a couple of silver dragons that actually like flap up to you, try to grab like Iala's sleeves and so on, as if come over to nest.
Mm-hmm. Come
Flap
see my
flap, come
babies.
see babies. Come look at babies.
Mhm.
Sorry, a little bit busy.
You
Oh,
get
what a
sort of
lovely blessing.
huffs. Give food, please.
Yeah, don't have anything.
They start to ignore you. And yeah, you sort of explore through, and you see like yeah, it's crowded, but as you're moving through, there appears to be like a wall that like it's dilapidated shelves. It looks like they were holding like little boxes and nests for silver dragons, but they've sort of just gone into disuse. No silver dragons seem to be favouring them.
Mhm.
But as you approach it, a few sort of dragons actually flock near you, just like battering wings, giving you flashes of comfy dust, comfy dust, comfy dust, as if like trying to edge you away.
No, Radish said I need to come here. Sorry, Radish said I should come here.
Radish food.
No, Radish, so pseudo dragon. Old pseudo
You're
dragon.
gonna start to feel like second-hand arguments between the pseudo dragons, as some of the brighter ones are trying to remind the others that no, not radish food, radish pseudo dragon.
Mm-hmm.
How? I don't understand how the priests can stand all of this. She's rubbing her temple.
No, it's kind of wonderful and sweet.
I'm getting
None of
dizzy
them
from
are
all
as
this
smart as
talking in my
Nami,
head.
though, but Nami is, exceptional.
And eventually like a couple of pseudo dragons actually like edge off the rest and let you pass by them.
Mhm.
And you can go up to that wall and start looking it over if you want.
Yeah, they pushed this bookcase away. It isn't blocking the way that I have seen.
All right, I'll try.
'Cause I think I saw it was a bookcase or something, or some sort of
Mhm.
wall thing. But yeah.
Iala, go
Push
ahead and
this-
give me athletics roll. Okay. Yeah, you're easily able to move the shelving aside, and if you both want to try and give me investigation checks as you are confronted with what looks like to be sort of blank wall.
I don't get advantage on investigation, but I will spend my no, I guess I probably don't. I could let Yali have it. I'll let Yali have it. Yali
Okay.
deserves this.
This temple is a temple of dragons, therefore she gets good
He
rolls.
sees something for the first time.
I like to think what happens when you scoot this away. A bunch of dust gets kicked up into Nami and Nim's eyes, and they both start like hacking.
yeah,
and
hacking
can't
and
see what's
watering.
going on.
And coincidentally, Iada's chest has brushed away the dust at exactly the level for you to see this strange indent in the stone brick facade. Looks
Ugh,
like it
dusty.
is a sort of carved little draconic emblem that is. It's very worn away. You know when stone starts to smooth out with age, so it's not defined.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it looks like it fit. Just like a little emblem.
Oh, what's this? There is something here, Nim. So
What is it?
it is a marking, an indentation. Is it a keyhole? She just wipes her finger over it to get a little bit more dust out of the way.
Okay.
Can I see it now that Yali has pointed it out?
Yeah, you can see it.
Does it match my badge?
Yeah.
Oh, it fits my badge, I bet.
Your badge looks like it's too small, but it's the exact same shape.
Maybe it's the resize?
I don't know. Can you pick me up?
Yep. She bends down to give a hand.
And
Okay.
then we'll try to put her badge inside.
Picking them up, and she puts her badge inside, and that stonework starts to glow. As despite the magic item resizing for someone of Nim's scale, it is still the activator key. And there's a grind as stonework starts to slip and slide. Bricks, it doesn't move as one whole bit. Bricks actually start to sort of slide back in like little rows before moving away and
Told
moving
you,
into the wall.
Silver Fox Man was Angel.
Is that where you got it from?
Yes, he told me all about how brownies are the most important people to Bahamut, and he gave me a big book, and it goes on and on and on about how great pseudo dragons and brownies are, and they're the best people in the whole wide world, and lots of other really great stuff. But it's a lot about how much they love the brownies. They should write more about Trixies.
You see what looks like to be a set of stone stairs heading down. The walls beyond this are just carved out of rock. They're not like hewn to be smooth or anything. It is just literal. We have made a hole here, but there are
Huh.
crude steps.
I guess I'm here, lad, in here. I guess nothing's ventured, nothing gained.
Do you need light?
No, I can see. But
Okay.
I don't mind if
You
you
can see
provide
better
some.
with light. Dark vision is
I
not
will-
perfect.
I will light up my
Yeah.
tail. Because I get free light spell of that, so I will light my tail up so it's like a
Right.
torch.
Nim jingle jingles, tail glows.
Uh-huh. Come on,
Um,
Nami, let's go.
and you three are able to start descending. You can feel like a sort of light breeze blowing on you. Seems to be coming from down where you're heading. And after sort of a minute's descent, which that's not going to be fun to climb back up, you notice that like the stonework just keep digging down, like this is all hewn up, and then it opens into a slightly wider chamber. You could fit like 3 people abreast here, and your light gleams off of something.
What
The
is that? It is shiny.
surface in front of you has a strange sheen to it, and is perfectly smooth, except for these slight indents that, it's almost like doorway shaped.
Is this another door?
She looks around for another indentation for the symbol.
No indentation for the symbol.
I'm going to go knock on the doors.
Right,
Should
Nim,
we be
you
touching
wander up the
this?
door, and the moment you touch it, you hear a very slight buzzing whine, just ever so quiet and faint. And then there's this horrendous grinding noise as that piece of metal starts to slide and open up into an actual doorway, just recessing into the rest of the wall. And you see that, yes, this entire thing is metal. And then suddenly, your light isn't the only light. There's a couple of almost click noises, and then a flickering light turns on within this doorway, and you can see a corridor of metal and glass.
That's why are they hiding all this down here?
This is so cool! You can have the town down here! I'm going to start running forward.
You head on forward into this like little corridor. Do you follow her, Iala?
Yeah, she's walking in cautiously, not to step on Nim, but is looking around as she follows in.
Okay.
Nim is excitedly moving forward, boldly.
More
Boldly
lights seem to
going.
click on, lighting up the corridor as you run on in. And then suddenly you are in a room, a large room, bigger than the church. It seems to have this strange column immediately as you enter, covered in strange writing that it almost looks like your trade tongue, but you can't decipher it as it is. And you hear a voice talking in, again, strange tongue. There's certain syllables that almost match what you use. Like it's inches off being understandable in the scheme of language. It's like trying to make sense of Latin being only an English speaker. but a voice coming from all around you, but almost like it's beside you at the same time, just speaks to you in a very soft, feminine tone, a short sentence.
I imagine it like that. There's a video out there of what does it sound like to other people if you don't speak English
Yeah,
as an English
it's
speaker.
that one rock song.
Dim's ears are like going all over the place, trying to like adjust to what this is, as she has cupping her hands around her mouth and yelling as loud as she can. Hello, my name is Nim Matori. Are we friends? Hello, voice.
The voice replies again. Only it seems slightly different. Like you swear you catch the hint of a word in there.
Is there anyone here? Is that who's speaking?
Is this part of the Bahamut temple? This is I am here with Nomi, my pseudo dragon, and my friend Yalia. She is a dragon.
Light appears in front of you. That column suddenly having a image hovering in front of it, made out of almost spectral, ghostly light, and it appears to be like the face of a clock tower, just slowly rotating, as if it's counting down.
I don't know what this means, Yalia.
Is it the clock?
I don't know what are we late to the meeting?
We should have.
Looking at the way the hands are moving, looks like it's going to take about a minute to reach its sort of full rotation.
No, I don't think.
Notably,
I
it's
don't
like
think
it's
so.
leaving the place where the hand goes over. It leaves like sort of dulled out.
I don't know what this means.
I hope.
I'm gonna try and touch it.
I hope it doesn't explode.
Your hand goes through it.
Whoa! It's a ghost.
Okay,
Okay,
Clark.
I'm gonna show you this cool thing I learned how to do, because I got to look at Matori's book and it had cool scribblings in it. Anyway, I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead. I will talk to the dead clock.
Coincidentally,
Nothing happens.
no. When you cast that, the clock reaches its zenith, and you hear a voice going, "Please confirm language model accuracy."
Oh,
What does
Is
that
that-
mean?
I can understand that.
I can understand that. But I don't know what
Understanding
what is-
confirmed. Greetings. Welcome to the Sojourn facility. How may I help you today?
What is this place?
The Sojourn facility is a research facility under the directive of the Draconic Initiative.
Who?
What's
What initiative?
What's it? What?
The Draconic Initiative.
This
What
place
does-
is draconic.
She
Because it's
immediately lights up.
Bahamut. Bahamut Temple.
Incorrect.
Oh, right.
This
No.
facility
No.
was founded under the purview of the emotional.
Do we know about that?
Yeah.
What the emotional and stuff are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Morgani's
Sam.
lost children.
Okay.
The first dragons.
No, this is
Well, this is old dragons.
very old dragons.
What is research facility for?
The
What
lights all
research?
wink out, leaving you in darkness, with only Nim's tail glowing for a few seconds. And then you hear that clicking again, and the lights come back on. Apologies. Please repeat the query.
What is research facility for?
This research facility had many purposes.
Can you list a few of the purposes?
Affirmative. Facility researched various purposes, such as the continuation of life, the travel amongst hostile planes, and the reuniting of souls with physical form.
This is
Yeah, this is a very important place. I don't know.
uh
I don't know if we are not.
She kind of crouches down to Nim.
we should have maybe brought one of the book smarts with us.
We should have brought Maltori or Cassian, I
we-
think.
We didn't know there was going to be a spot where
Wait,
you could
I thought
just
this
put
was going to
in
be a thing about the pseudo dragons and maybe helping them, but I don't know what this.
The lights flicker off again. After a few moments, they flicker back on.
Little voice, why do lights keep going out?
Emergency backup power is in effect. Systems are unstable.
How do we make stable?
State your engineering qualifications, please.
What is an engineer?
I don't think we have the qualifications. But I've never heard of lacking.
It is unwise for those without sufficient qualifications to interact with high energy source systems.
Is there anybody we could get that could fix it? Like a priest or I don't know.
There's a magic item
Is there
salesman in town.
anybody else here we can talk to?
Affirmative.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go full Karen and ask for the manager. Out of character. That was an out of character comment. Out of character comment.
If you are the answer to Project Starfall, then please follow the lights. And suddenly, lights start to flicker on. Those things sort of little ghostly images forming arrows.
What is the answer to Project Starfall?
You.
Oh, I don't do stars. That's Noah.
Maybe
we should go get Noah.
I want to see where this goes.
I want to see where it goes too, but it sounds like they're talking about Noah. All right, so if we go and we see something really cool, we don't talk about Starfall. We didn't know that part, right? So that way it's not our fault we went when it should have been Noah, right?
If you are in
It's
need
fine.
of seeking further outside assistance, I can power down my systems until your return.
Maybe I want to go see what it is now.
I kind of want to see what it is now.
Then please follow the arrows.
Okay, we're following the arrows.
Noah is off doing Noah things.
Noah is very pure, but I don't think Noah likes pseudo dragons, so they would hate coming to this temple. So it's not a problem.
Noah is pure. Noah want to go get a succubus.
No, Noah probably thinks they can fix her or something. You know how when somebody is so good, they think they can make the bad people better. I think Noah thinks
they walk.
they can fix us. I don't think I'm fixable. I'm broken. How great is this? Oh, secret dragon temple, the two of us.
This is not a dragon temple.
No?
No, it is what?
This is the soldier facility.
It is a dragon temple, yes, though.
The voice does not deign to correct you.
It's a sacred place.
Maybe it's not a temple in the normal sense. Maybe it is like a cathedral?
No, isn't like Morgani all about knowledge and stuff like that? So it would be like place of learning and knowledge is basically like temple, right?
I suppose.
I bet you they have a big library.
That would be kind of neat.
That would be kind of neat. Do you think they have books on dragons? Boys, do you have books on dragons?
We have many data files on dragons.
See, it's a library. But I don't understand. They use big words.
As you follow along, you walk through a very strange structure, seeing walls made out of this material, and then like some even stranger substances. Like you go from touching metal to this hard and yet giving substance that you just have never seen before. You are led down twisting and winding things marked with strange colors as if like guiding at things, a language marking areas that you still cannot read as it's not translated for
Weird
you.
areas on the ground where there's just these weird horizontal and vertical like striping,
Yep.
yellow and black and
Yep.
white.
Until you are united with a large sort of outline doorway, this like ghostly light highlighting it almost.
Mhm.
And the door chunk slides open an inch, and then you just hear a horrible sort of grinding noise.
They could use a little bit of oil, it sounds.
Think of how wealthy they are. Everything here is made of like metal and stuff I don't even know what it is. Dragons are so impressive. Yalia, you come from such great lines.
Apologies, unable to open this door.
It's open an inch. I think I can get through.
Iala goes over and tries to push it open.
Right, as Nim's sort of clambering through, Iala, if you want to give me an athletics check.
Athletic. No.
No, that door's holding fast.
Yeah. So you watch as Nim's light goes inside.
No. No, I want to know what's inside.
Nomi's scrabbling at the door a bit, letting out worried little meeps.
I'm gonna summon Nami through.
Okay, Nami gets to go inside.
Yes, he's a familiar, so I can make him go
No,
from one
you
place to another
traitor.
place.
I want to know what's inside.
I mean, do you want to
Don't you
want to
have
reroll?
like a...
I think I'm going to reroll.
Don't you have like
Put-
face step or something? Can't you do Misty Step or something?
No, let me.
Oh, that
I don't think I
sucks.
can. No, because I'm a blasted paladin.
Oh, you did this to yourself.
Just double checking.
I'm gonna
okay.
cast guidance on you for this.
Thank you.
Good
I,
luck.
Guidance. Let me. Do
I won't abandon you willfully. I
Okay.
want you through.
Where's the
Otherwise, we're gonna
There,
take an hour and I
athletic.
bond you as my familiar. All right, now roll a d4.
roll?
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
18.
These doors are not made to be super impossible to move. So you sort of get it to grind over a couple of like maybe busted out. You don't know what. You don't know why this door isn't opening, but you know that you are able to shove it open.
He
Pull it.
puts her foot on the wall and just
Uh-huh.
uses her whole body.
You yank it open.
I
and
want to know what's inside.
and this room feels cold. There is a chill in this room, and like Nim, you're sort of blanketed by a mist that rolls out at like floor level.
Mhm.
And inside you see a bizarre sight. Two like large chambers, completely sealed. Like you see a slight seam of metal that it doesn't make sense to you, the pattern it's making. But there's lots of this strange like tubes going to these chambers. Like it looks like walls have been torn open, like panels just tossed aside, hurried wires moved elsewhere. You guys don't have any technological knowledge, so you don't recognize the sight of a really hurried patch job. But
Mhm.
you see chaos, and you also see somehow slight remnants of things. Patches on the floor that must be just the dusty remnants of long decayed bodies. You see dried, worn away marks of blood, drawn in arcane symbols that you don't know. You've never seen this kind of arcana, but you recognize the assembly. There's a ever so faint glow from the consoles in this room, as if they were carrying power already.
What are all these ropes?
I have to climb up on the glowing panels. I'm gonna go looky. Is there any place for my little doohickey?
You don't see any place for your little doohickey, but you do see just one of these sort of weird black glassy surfaces. Does just have a little winking light on it that is shaped like a sort of dragon emblem.
Oh, look, yeah, it's got the pretty dragon. I point at it and tap it. I don't know this is a touch screen.
Okay,
Maybe it's not. I'm gonna tap it.
you tap it, and
Dragon.
you're suddenly blinded as the panel lights up properly.
Ah,
And a moving picture appears on it. People dressed in strange outfits. Looks like this man speaking is a dragonborn. You can see a couple of kobolds in the background. There's a half dragon. There's a human. They all seem to be moving around in a hurry. They're disheveled. You can see like streaks of black substance on otherwise pristine white outfits. You can hear the sounds of strange clacks and calls, flashing red lights in the image, and this dragonborn just saying, "Sojourn Station's gone. The wave swept in from the out of bounds, and we've been down here for weeks. No one's coming at this point, we're sure. Supplies are running thin, and we were never meant for this kind of scenario. But something is going to survive, even when power fails and everything is gone. We can't get these rigged up to keep life going, but we don't need them to keep life going, just keep something unliving in stasis. Dreamless slumber. We're tapping into arts that are long abandoned, forbidden things to make it work. Standard Arcana seems to be failing us. But as the air runs thin, call it a Hail Mary. Someone or something someday will find this, whereas survivors from the surface finally breaching in a month's time. Years. Longer. We can't trust that the data banks will hold. We're going to have the AI go hold as fast and as long as it can, but, well, someone with knowledge has got to go through. So, remember us. How about that? That's a good last words, right? And you see them turn their head to look at the rest of the people running around the background. And you see someone, this human figure in the background, hold up a knife. They suddenly yank it across their arm. And as they're holding the knife out to another one, you're hearing canting, and the feed cuts off.
oh.
Oh, yeah, we are in so much trouble that we did this
Yeah.
without people.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How do I make it do it again? I start tapping on this. Do it again. Make sure I know how to do it again.
It replays.
Okay, it does it
Okay.
again. Good. Okay,
Okay.
we're in
We-
less trouble. Okay, what is the unliving? Voice, room voice. You here?
Yes.
Where is the unliving thing?
The unliving are within the chambers in your room.
In our
Are they
room?
friendly?
Unknown. I do not know your acquaintance with them.
Who are they?
In the chambers are contained the dignitary, Wilhelm, and Project Hevday.
Project Hevday.
I don't understand. How do we get them out?
Do you wish them to be released?
I suppose
Yeah, that would
they,
be good.
they would answer our questions, I think.
Yeah.
Living presence confirmed. Project Starfall complete. And there is a sudden hissing noise. And
Got
the
it
chambers
right.
begin to open. rising up,
Oh.
separating in half. The front sort of folding down, almost as if to make a ramp. Cool air spilling out into the room once more. Inside one, immediately visible, is this gigantic hulking metal machine. Strange sort of tube attached to one shoulder, almost like an oversized, misproportioned knight. If you both want to give me history checks, you can.
Oh, this is gonna go bad. My thing back on me, 17.
Not quite this
15?
big, but you've seen similar designs in stories, very much fairy tale storybooks. Figures depicted as the Warforged of Eld. Things that just don't really exist anymore.
We
Yeah,
might
yeah. That's a Warforge.
And as
be
the
luck.
mist clears from the other chamber, you see, dressed in colourful but sensible clothing, just fabrics draped over a frame that are black with like these little streaks of colour. A skeleton just resting back on this sort of like horizontal bed.
I think
Hello? I don't know if that one's awake.
Is that one? I don't think that one's a Warforged.
No, that one's not a Warforge. I don't know.
There's a sudden
I-
glow in its eyes. Just
Ah,
Oh,
is a leech like Matori?
I hope so. She
Yeah.
Kind of gets a little bit ready just in case. Like to she
Nim's tail swishing about excitedly. Hello.
the those lights seem to dim a little bit, then brighten again, almost as if you're mimicking blinking. And then the figure moves, leaning forward, bony hand going to bony chest, and it speaks in a language you do not understand. Sounding
darn it.
confused, bewildered. And then there is a
No.
blaring BOOM sound from the other chamber. The Warforged eyes lighting up. There's a sound that is threatening, even though you don't understand what it is, a whirring, buzzing noise. You see the end of that tube on its shoulder glow. A large arm, also tipped with this strange tubular form, just much bigger. Pointing
Stand behind
at
me,
the both of
Alia.
you.
Nim is going to start whirling up Eldritch energy. I will protect you.
And as you stand confronting this armored figure stepping from its chamber, the skeleton sort of like reaching out and saying something at it, that is where we're going to end this session.
I'm gonna get killed by Hevday.
Oh boy.
You're
Okay.
gonna
I
get
mean,
melted.
not the first time that's been attempted.
Yeah, Hevday.
All right, I'd say to give it 2 for.
Hevday's bad.
Everybody take a piety of their choice,
Oh.
and everybody take we're going to call it 400 experience points.
Okay.
And we will do the same time next week, which will be our last session until October.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Credit screen.